Hey!
Music's playing. Computer's not crashing. Okay, there we go. Hello, everyone. This is the 9th episode of Third Action. I am your host, Game Master Jason, and these are the same three Sin Spawn that have joined me every single week.
No.
Oh.
To my bottom left, damn it, I still am bad at this, is Charlotte playing Asher Ford, Human Ranger. Just below is Greshy Ironroot, played by Will.
Yeah!
God damn it. This way, that way. Bottom, bottom other direction is Adam playing your character.
Gun
Shough, there we go.
Shough.
Champion of Erastil. I know these characters. I know them well. Okay. Well, now that we're actually live for real. Hello, everyone. Last time on Third Action, our team of intrepid adventurers was exploring the mysterious catacombs beneath Sandpoint. They had followed some tunnels that they had located within the basement of the glassworks that led them to a strange set of what appeared to be kind of ruins of unknown age. While exploring, they found a mysterious statue of an angry woman wielding a ranseur and a book not much unlike this one that I hold here in my hands. A thick tome, it looks like some kind of spell book, with a strange 7-pointed star emblazoned on the front. Through further exploration of this mysterious ruin, they basically immediately walked straight into the boss room. Took a beeline right for it.
It was kind of right there.
It was kind of right there.
It's almost like they set it up just for us to do that.
Yeah. Yes, you encountered a strange altar to Lamashtu, probably, that had some kind of mysterious GrossWater atop it. You also, encountered the Quasit Illyrium, I think.
We didn't get her name before, but
you do have her
dead.
name. Her name was in the notes from Tsuto.
I thought the note from Pseudo just said the Quasit.
No, it gave several names, but it didn't specify the Quasit named blank. If that makes sense.
Yes, that's
right.
Entirely possible.
Yeah.
In any case, the Quasit's dead now.
Yep, we're Quasit.
And you managed to stop her from creating more of these sinister sin spawn that she's been spawning using the rune well in the temple, or in this temple space down below. Unsure what to do with the rune well itself, you've decided to leave it be for now and continue your exploration through the catacombs. Maybe something else will give you more information on what exactly is going on down here. You also have Ameko Kaijitsu, the local innkeeper. She is a bard. She's currently just tagging along for fun to kind of get out of her normal duties now that her father and brother are dead. But with that, let's go ahead and move you guys over to the map. Did I forget anything interesting? I think everything is mostly accounted for.
Nobody has drank the GrossWater yet, so we don't know what it does.
Oh yeah, the gross water.
Correct.
I forgot I had it. Toilet water.
So let's go ahead and transition.
Whatever that
over
water
there.
is.
Came
the
from a
map view.
toilet.
Right.
It definitely refills itself like a toilet, but
Yes, that's true. You had scooped some water out, and it just kind of refilled with more of this dank water.
But it's glittery.
It is
So it's
glittery
nice.
with sinister evil.
more like the opposite of a toilet than a.
I'd be
It's
hoping
like
your toilet water don't
self-fouling.
litter that much.
You can clean it as much as you want, but it stays dirty.
Yeah, it's just hooked up to some sewage pipes or something. You know.
I've seen some toilets like that.
Okay, so the three of you plus dog plus a Mako are standing around the statue of the sinister looking woman, which I shall reveal to the viewers if you wish to look at it again. It's very
Mine is
ruby
Ransor,
red.
because we stole that.
Yes, you took the Ransur from her. And she's still holding the book, but there's no book in this art. Yeah, she's just got kind of like wild, crazy hair, a very pained expression on her face. She looks quite mad.
Now,
what would you like
could
to
we
do?
could we maybe put something on the map to show where we've already explored? Like maybe with some, could we get the old fog of war going instead of?
We could
Okay,
if I set that
I
up
forget-
before the session.
All right, I forget which
That's a full
ways.
feature.
I forget which ways we've already
So
gone.
far, we've been
We've
going to the
gone
right
this way.
time. So,
Here.
aye.
You've
So we
gone
came from out
everywhere.
here.
Yes, everywhere to the south you've been.
Aye.
So we haven't gone to
Okay.
the north or the.
Generally, in a cave, it's easier if you just stick to one wall and just explore
Uh-huh.
that wall constantly. So
Well,
we-
yeah, but I think there's also something to be said for passageways that look like they go places, or because this is not exactly a featureless maze. For instance, this tunnel to the left of us, to the west of us,
Mhm.
is a 10-foot drop that takes us back
Mhm.
to sort of the area, the first section of
Right,
the
where we
tunnel
kinda
where we came from.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking of kind of leaving that for last while we explore this complex part.
That's fair. Again, I've just been suggesting we follow the right wall
Mhm.
as we go along because it seems to be.
Whoops, I am drawing on the
I
Oh.
encourage my players to draw a map if they find themselves.
I
getting
was
lost
not
between
going to say
sessions.
that, but generally speaking, yeah. It also helps as long as it's not a true maze, which I imagine it's not a true maze.
Well, and like we
Then we find a minotaur, and I'm pretty
did draw a map in that Asher is carrying around
Asher,
paper and
yeah.
pencil and marking on the paper where we go.
But how good is Asher's map? Let's find out.
But we can't look at the
Find a
paper right now,
Sure.
unless you want to draw on the map
I'm literally gonna get a map. Hold on.
on the screen.
Wait, can I reach it with my headphones?
All right, Charlotte's trying to go get a
I'm
map.
gonna get a piece. Oh. Alright, I found.
I mean, we could just go
He's-
back and I could just start marking in the darkness.
I need a pen. And I have a pen. I'm
Excellent.
ready to play my character.
But like, I step around the statue and I'm gonna point down this eastern hallway and say like, this seems like the next most interesting place to go based on what we've seen so far.
Yeah, so just as a quick description of the room that you're in. You're in this kind of what looks like a kind of introductory chamber of sorts, a welcoming chamber with this tall statue of this woman here.
A very welcoming statue.
Yes, a very welcoming statue. To the west is this. Yeah, Asher, if you want to walk around, you can. Do
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna go back where I was.
Um,
Oh, there's like green marking.
Oh,
not sure
delete.
who-
Can...
Someone.
Sorry, that was me. Let me
I
delete
was
this.
like, someone drew over here.
I was saying that I could go back and just mark on the map where we were, but then it wasn't showing up through the fog of war, and I was like,
Oh yeah, the
darkness
things we
has-
draw on the map are also
just going to pretend
hidden
that
from us.
those weren't there. It's fine. Nobody saw that.
So to the south were two passageways, one of which basically led to a sort of rubbly room with a bunch of what looked like maybe destroyed pots and food containers, perhaps. A further path off to the east, to the south and then east, led to the mysterious altar with the GrossWater on it, and the Runewell room chamber. To the immediate west of you where you're standing is, yes, a about 10-foot drop down. It looks like a sort of torn down wall and a 10-foot drop down into the rest of the tunnel system. To the east is what appears to be a set of stairs leading downward. And
Down,
you're
like,
not
further
sure how
in?
far that goes. And to the north of you, just a few feet away, is a what appears to be an old stone door with a simple.
Yeah, we
simple handle.
should probably open that and look down it at least before we go check out this very interesting looking long straight hallway with some stairs along it. But
Let's wait for Asher to get back there, perhaps.
sure.
I'm coming.
I mean, I don't know if
Oh.
Asher's really going back to all the places we've been, or just
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'd rather have Asher here just in case.
yeah.
There's a creepy crawly or something hanging out right behind the door.
Once we all gather up.
Asher maybe
Yeah.
realized that he was supposed to be taking notes and
Went back and
All right.
I've done it. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put question marks around this room because there was secret writing that I never saw.
Secret writing that nobody ever saw, so
That's
it's
right.
possible Asher's just going crazy.
we saw it one time
Nice.
when not looking directly at it.
excellent.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Oh, the well. I tried the well.
Fortunately, it's not even we. It's really just Asher who saw it.
All right,
Yeah.
let's
So,
just
which way would you like
open
to
up
go?
this north door. Once I have everyone's attention, so we're all focused and ready to go. Like if more zombies jump out from behind it or whatever.
Phelan will. Backup gun, just in case.
Okay, you all stand at the ready as Gunn. How are you opening the door? Quickly, carefully, forcefully?
I would say carefully.
Carefully? Okay.
Yeah.
So you just kind of carefully creak the door open. Are you trying to be quiet at all? If so,
Stone doors generally don't make as much noise as wood doors.
no, not really. So you
Depends on how much
open,
they scrape.
you open the doors and you reveal what looks like an old rickety wooden platform overlooking some room down below. Up ahead, you can just make out what appears to be a sort of wooden bridge or higher upper level platform, I guess.
This
curves
whole room
around
is a
this
platform.
chamber.
If I step inside, this whole room is a platform.
So you're on a
I see
wooden
now.
platform, and there's down below is what looks to be a prison of some sort.
Got it. We've got some.
And as you step
so you've got a-
forward, you have
got like
better
a balcony
Yeah, there's a bit of a balcony
with staircases on both sides leading down.
Yes. And
Okay.
as you step forward to get a better view, you can see two sin spawn that were squabbling over something in the darkness down by one of the jail cells. And they turn and look up at the light and start hissing.
I'm just gonna duck
Roll
back a little ways
initiative
and
is what you're gonna do.
Back
All right.
up.
It's all ya.
damn.
Sorry.
So you do still have light on your shield.
That's true.
Initiative perception.
Initiative stealth. Unless you were standing back, you can use stealth or perception. I don't mind in this case.
Well, let's see. I think my perception's probably higher. So
My stealth is higher.
If you're not very wise, it's
Oh,
but
no.
if you're pretty dexterous, that might be the case.
All right.
I'm gonna use perception because I wasn't trying to be sneaky. We were just looking inside.
Oh.
yeah,
I rolled a 2.
Oh, there we go. So
Let's
22
get some-
total.
I'm at
It's okay.
24.
So 24 for Gunn, 22 for Greshy, 10 for Asher. Let me roll for the sin spawn.
Let's see. I don't think they're too
If
far
I
away.
Pop their character sheet open.
And what is that? About 30.
Yes, they will roll perception for initiative.
I guess then I probably didn't have the ability to take that step back and just.
Hate to say it, but
yeah,
yeah.
call it.
you're about there, yeah. So
Yep.
sin spawn got a 23 on their initiative, and Mako. Mako rolled pretty low. She's also kind of in the back, so that is fine. She got a 9. Okay, so it'll be Gunn first with 24, the Sin Spawn with 23, Greshy at 22, Asher at 10, and Mako at 9. So, top of the round, Gunn, you're able to react before they do anything.
All right.
But they are hissing and looking up at you, and look as if they're about to sort of bolt up, or try to chase after you.
Yeah. So if I move to the top of the stairs on the west, which is the closer one to them,
Yes.
can I block this so that they cannot walk past me, or are they going to be able to take like diagonal steps or through this corner?
I will say they're not able to take a diagonal step through that corner, but they could try to move through your square. They could attempt a tumble if
Okay.
they wished.
Sure. All right, then that's where I'm going to stand. I'm going to raise shield, and since I can't just prepare an attack with just one action left, I'm just going to wait.
Do you want to, if you have one action, do you want to recall knowledge on them perhaps?
Does that? I don't think we have any major knowledge that's going to help me hit any weak points or anything
Yes,
like
you've
that.
already failed knowledge on
these before?
so you
Okay.
won't get any additional.
Rather than
information
just
out of
wasting it, I wasn't sure if there was something else you could do.
that. Sorry, you moved there and you raised your shield. Is that what happened?
Yep.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm not. Well, let's see. I could. Nah, I don't want to burn my my focus point on these guys on throwing a magic rock at this juncture.
It's fair.
okay. Well, it's the Sin Spawn's turn. The one further to the west. Here, I'll label these with. Call it blue and green. Wait, maybe that's not colorblind friendly. Blue and yellow? Okay. Sorry, I'm a game designer or game developer. I care about
Accessibility
colorblind
matters.
sometimes.
Kind of,
Okay, the first Sin Spawn Blue, is going to let go of what it was trying to pull away from the first Sin Spawn, and you watch as it bends down to the ground to pick up something, and as it stands at its full height, you see that it's got in its grip a Ranseur of its own.
Oh,
So that's one action
Wow.
to grab the Ranseur. Second action is going to be to run up these stairs. So let's see how much movement they have. They're fast boys, so 5, 10, 15 to get up to the base of the stairs. I'm doing difficult terrain going upstairs, so it's 25. I can't quite reach all the way up the stairs, but he is going to try and attack you with the Ranseur, which has reach.
oh,
So strikes out with the Ranseur, stabbing up the staircase. That is a 13 to hit your AC. You rolled pretty low.
it does. Yeah, my AC is currently a 21.
Okay. So the other is also going to try and run up the stairs behind it. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't really get any further up the stairs, so they're kind of blocked there. And that is the Sin Spawn's turn. Greshy. You hear the sound
Alright.
of metal clanking on metal.
Well, that sounds pretty bad. That's why we waited for Asher. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20 gets me in the room. And corner to corner? Or is it corner to center for targeting?
It's center to center.
Oh, it's center to center?
Yes, I
'Cause
think they changed
there's
it to center to center. That corner, you're still good.
Okay, it's like real close, but that's why I want to check. And these stairs go down here on the east side, but the path to the north, it looks like, is still above.
Yes, that's
The
a
actual
raised
still
platform
landing?
above the, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna let Phelan hang back for the moment. In the meantime, we're actually no. We'll go ahead and pull out the sling. With our second action, our third action, we're going to bring Phelan in to do stuff.
Right, you call for Phelan. Phelan barks. Comes running in.
Oh, that's all right. Get out of the way. 20, 25, 30, because I believe he's going downstairs, so it should be.
Yeah, downstairs is regular speed.
All right. 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So Phelan is currently ran down the opposite set of stairs and all the way around the room
Jeez.
to try and catch the sin spawn from behind.
It might be a bit dangerous here. Is just the one have the Ranseur?
No, they both have Ranseurs.
Okay, is that going to trigger any sort of attack as Phelan moves into position?
That's yes, that should trigger an attack of opportunity.
Okay, well then that would have probably triggered here, I believe.
Not for the one on the stairs. He doesn't quite have good reach.
Okay, so then when Phelan moved to here, it should have triggered for...
Yes.
Okay.
The second one will do that. That is a 15 to hit Phelan.
15 does not hit Phelan. Phelan
Okay.
has an armor class right now of 18 thanks to his fancy new leather barding.
All right, so he tries to strike out at Phelan as he comes charging up, but Phelan's too nimble. And that is the end of Greshy's turn, correct?
Aye.
Okay, so Asher followed by Mako, then Gunn at the top of the
I'm
round.
gonna come into the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to hunt target the first sin spawn on the stairs.
Okay, Sin Spawn blue.
And then I'm gonna quick draw my crossbow and shoot.
Okay. Because Gunn is in the way, the Sin Spawn will have soft, whatever they call cover now, lesser cover, which is a +1 to AC.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. It worked.
And that's a natural 20
Oh, yay!
Well, that'll do.
for a total of 30 to hit. Yeah, that's a critical. Go ahead and roll that damage twice.
Okay, so the first one. Let's see. Oh, it's a one.
Well, that's your
No,
hatchet.
it's a hatchet. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you rolled the wrong thing.
Okay, let me do it. All right, this is much better. It's 3 + 4 for hunt prey +2 because of the
Because of crossbow ace. Okay, so
Yeah.
total 9. And then second attack or second damage.
Okay, let's do that. It is a 1.
I think it doubles everything, doesn't
It
it?
doubles everything.
So 4
Okay.
plus another 2, 6.
So
Great.
6, so 15 total.
Well, it
All right.
would be it wouldn't have the 3 on it. Because
would.
that-
No, it would because
the hunt prey
same
gets doubled.
attack.
All dice get doubled.
Everything's doubled.
Everything's doubled, even better.
But hunt prey is only on the first strike.
But
It's
this
still
is
the
the
first
same
strike.
attack.
It's
Oh,
still
it
the
is?
first
Oh my
strike,
God.
Yes.
Never
It's
mind.
all right, Charlotte. We've got
Okay,
it.
cool.
You did great. It was good.
4,
It's late over there.
It's
2.
Charlotte's tired. We know this.
Okay, so one quick draw strike slips through, like under Gunn's, between Gunn's legs, and smacks the creature right in the head. It kind of stumbles back up a stair. It's quite badly hurt, but is not quite dead. So that's your second action.
I like look back.
No, that was
Oh,
my
that's your third. You moved in, you hunt target, and you shot. All right.
Perfect.
Ameko's turn. Yeah, she sees that combat is ensuing, so she's going to 5, 10, 15, 20. She's going to kind of get in here. You've got this, everyone. Keep up. Keep up the fight. And she's going to inspire courage, everyone. So you all get +1 to hit and +1 damage.
Very nice.
And she did not get her other point back, so that's about as much she can do. She'll move over here, try and get a better. She moves up to the edge of the
Balcony.
balcony platform, so she can get a better view for her next turn. But top of the round, Gunn, then the Sin Spawn.
Okay. I'm going to charge down the stairs rather than standing here and taking hits. I'm gonna kind of do a charging attack pressing down onto the Sin Spawn.
Okay.
Very nice.
Let's go with a. Let's see. Where's it? All right, it's under inventory. I keep having to tab back and forth. What do we got? You got a
14 to hit.
hit.
With the +1 from a Mako
It's 15, yeah.
is 15. That is not quite enough to hit. You slam into it, but it kind of blocks with the Ranseur, and the two of you are kind of in like a clashing position right now. So that's your first 2 actions.
That is 2 actions. Since I am tanking everything right now, I'm going to keep that shield up.
Okay, so you pull back your longsword and thrust the shield in between you to block damage.
I have a nice position on this where I can protect everyone except for Phelan.
Right. So the Sin Spawn's turn. Sin Spawn Blue, the one that's higher up on the stairs, that's currently damaged, is going to strike out at Gunn. I don't know why I'm rolling die when I have the character sheet. Alright, strike with the Ranseur. 15 to hit.
Nope. I'm
Okay.
still 21.
So
Blocking behind that shield.
Yeah, you parry it with the shield. He's going to do a second attack. This one's a natural 20 with 25 total.
It's not a crit, so it's only by 4.
No, it is still a
20
crit because it was a natural 20 on the die.
Yeah, natural 20 turns a success into a
Oh,
critical
right,
success. So as long as
It
that 25
increases
is a success.
Right.
Increases the degree of success by 1. I think is how it works. If it's a
Yeah,
natural
they-
20 and a
If it
natural
had been
1.
a 19, it wouldn't have been a crit.
Okay.
Right.
So in this case, it will be a crit, so it's going to go and roll the damage. That is 15 total piercing damage. And you have your shield up, so you could use your reaction to block it if you want.
I think I will do that.
Okay. I think
Which
this
does-
character sheet doesn't yet have shield HP, but you can go and put it in the blue bar if you want.
Sure. Which is how much? Let me check.
For your shield?
Yeah, we'll
what
have
kind
to.
of
It's
shield
a
are you
heavy steel. Well,
Heavy
I mean,
steel?
I don't think there's heavy steel anymore. I believe it's just steel.
using? I believe that to be correct. Yeah, steel shield has 20 HP and breaks at 10. So I'll put
Okay.
that at 2020. Hello, friends in the chat.
Now, remind me how that goes. I read it one time. I think it's like half the damage gets.
So your shield has 5 hardness. So it absorbs 5 of that. So reduce the damage total by 5. So what I say it was is 15 total.
15.
Okay, so
Of the remaining 10, I think half goes to the shield and half goes to me.
no, you both take the full 10. So your shield will
Oh.
break as a result, but you only take 10 damage instead of 5, or instead of 15.
Okay.
So a shield is broken now for blocking
Yes.
If it's at 10, it's broken. Not if it's below.
Let me look
Shield
at
rules.
that rule again real quick. We haven't done
think
these
you're probably
new
right.
equipment rules. I
probably
think
right.
it breaks at 10.
Yeah.
Break threshold. That's how much damage it can take before being broken and unusable.
Yeah. So it has taken 10 and then is therefore broken. Yep.
Okay, so your shield breaks, is not destroyed, so it can be repaired. But you do block a lot of that critical blows damage. That was its second action, so it's going to take its third action and try and go for one more hit. That's a
Not
15
feel worth
to
it,
hit.
actually, to be honest. That's a what?
15 to hit.
I'm at 19 AC now with no shield,
Okay,
so that does not hit.
All right, that will not hit. The yellow sin spawn is now distracted by the little barking dog over here, and is going to strike at it instead. With the Ranseur 1, 17 to hit Phelan.
Does not hit Phelan.
Okay, second strike, 18 to hit Phelan.
That does unfortunately hit Phelan.
Okay, so Phelan takes 5 points of piercing damage from the strike.
Phelan's within 15 feet of me,
Hi.
Yes, that's true.
and so is that enemy. Oh, I already used my reaction though.
Yes, you just use a reaction to block.
And also, I have a question. It's unclear to me whether Glimpse of Redemption is done on attack or on hit.
I believe it's on hit.
Okay. Because it doesn't have any chance of making the attack miss. But I wondered if you have to like waste it on attack that might hit. Or
No, I don't think that's the case. I think you only do it on actual hits. Um,
Good to know.
But before
That's how we've been playing it.
Yeah, it's after the hit, before the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, and it has one more action, so it's going to try for that Hail Mary third strike, and out of 4, that's going to miss. So it's just totally engaged with fighting Phelan there. Greshy, you're up.
All right. Well, Phelan's going to bite back because he does not appreciate the kind of things that this creature's trying to do. So first, he will take a
Phelan is within
bite.
30 feet of a Mako, so he will get the +1 to hit and damage.
Excellent. Fortunately, that's only a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
And
He's nasty sin spawn.
True. But we'll try again. And that's a natural 20 for a total of 23.
That is a critical hit. Roll double damage.
All right.
Damn.
And
Every
I think
hit
it's
in this
add
combat's been a crit.
So that when it does hit, it hits hard. That's a total of 12 damage to the yellow sin spawn.
So far today,
Plus
no
2
one
from
has
the-
hit a non-crit. No one has hit a non-natural 20.
You also do the worst possible and best possible jaw damage.
Apparently.
Close to it. It's
Oh, that
for
just
this
makes you
in this
average.
character sheet. Green is above average. Red is below
Okay.
average on damage. Okay.
Also, that's actually, so it would be +1 to each roll,
Yes.
or is it just +1
Yep.
total?
No,
So
the
that would
double
actually
gets-
be 4 plus. So it
Yeah,
would be
the-
14 total.
Okay. Yep. 14
Dang.
damage. That sin spawn is quite badly hurt. So
Good,
that was
and-
Phelan's 2 actions.
Greshy
has
will
2
then
left.
go ahead and charge up some of that fabulous electrical energy and send it flying in the direction of Mr. Blue in the front here and have it bounce to Mr. Yellow behind him.
Okay, so they both have to make reflex saves. So Blue's
Aye.
reflex save is a 27, and the back one is only a 14.
So the first one takes half damage, the second one takes full damage.
Okay.
So 2 damage to the first one, 5 damage to the second one.
Okay, the electricity arcs down the stairs past Gunn and sizzles the 2 of them. Asher.
Oh,
you're
that
up.
didn't hold on. That didn't heighten.
Oh,
That should have heightened. That should have been
oh,
another
it's supposed to be
1d4.
heightened? Oh, okay. Go and roll
Every
another
level.
You
It
get a
doesn't-
D4 every level.
It says heighten +1. Damage increases by 1d4.
Oh,
So that would be-
spells, that's spell level heightening. So that won't heighten until you get to
Oh,
level
so that once I get second level, it actually heightens.
Yes, once it's a second level spell.
Okay,
There you
then never mind. It's still the 5. That's fine.
Cool.
And that'll be it.
Asher, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna reload my crossbow.
We're learning. Okay, you're reloading your crossbow.
Everyone's
as
learning
of-
today.
with crossbow ace, that will power up your next shot for +1 damage.
I also just learned I reread Crossbow Ace, and the effect will last into the end of my next turn.
Yes.
So if I reload at the end, it's okay. I did not know that.
That's nice.
So I reload. I'm gonna shoot the blue one,
Okay.
which I've hunt targeted.
The closer
So,
one on the stairs.
First one. Let's see. It is a 23.
A 23 will hit.
Excellent. And it is a 6 plus 2, 6, 7, 8 plus 2, 9, 10 plus 1 from the bard.
I feel like that's enough.
11.
So a total of 11 points of piercing damage. That's not quite enough. This sin spawn is hanging on by a thread. As the
Strong.
second bolt embeds itself in the sin spawn's chest, and it looks pretty staggered, but it's just barely hanging on. Sorry, that was your second action. You
That was
have
my
one more.
second, and I'm gonna use. So, where a Mako is that like a platform that's above everything?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna use my third to move by 5, 10.
And you can see now that it looks like this platform connects to an upper hallway on
Oh,
the eastern side of the room.
Alright,
okay.
and that will end my turn.
All right. Mako doesn't have any more of that inspiration juice, so she's going to. Ooh, what is she going to do? She can try and daze, but that's not really going to work.
You knew your turn was coming up here, Mako. Should have been planning.
I know. I know what she's gonna do. Gunn is hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She is going to cast Soothe on Gunn. And you get back...
Nice.
This looks like 1d10 plus 4. You get back 13 HP.
Nice.
And you get a +2 bonus to saves versus mental effects for 1 round, I think. Oh, for a minute.
Oh, that's cool. That puts me back to full.
And she's going to draw her rapier now. And Gunn, it's your turn.
All right, first thing I'm gonna do, man, if only you could use, so there's a mechanic in some other games where you can use your second attack first, if you choose to.
Yes, not in the system.
Since all I need is a scratch, I was thinking about saving my best attack for the enemy in the back, but all right, let's go with find that again. All right, I'm gonna flash at the guy who's right in front of me, trying to clear him out of the way and get some room. No, that's a natural 1.
Okay.
For 10.
Yeah, that won't hit. You swing hard. You end up just hitting the railing of the sort of platform that you're on, and everybody kind of feels a bit of a shudder as
Right.
the platform sways a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna get my sword in 2 hands since I don't have any more shield to worry about. Free action, drop the shield,
Okay, the shield clatters onto the stairs, and you swing
and I'm
again.
going to swing again for a total of 17. 17. No more
17.
inspiration.
Yep, no more inspiration this time. 17 will not hit as the creature manages to catch your blade in its rancer this time.
Well, that's rude.
Hmm. In that case, well, I don't have much else I can do except for swing a 3rd time at the moment.
Okay, you make
So-
a 3rd swing.
Just trying to.
Oh,
I've got an 18.
18 will exactly hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Ooh, lucky.
Very nice. Very nice.
10 points.
10 points of slashing damage cleaves the sin spawn in twain. It is dead.
But I don't get the opportunity to advance.
No,
unfortunate.
unfortunately, as the sin spawn is the sin spawn's turn.
Mm-hmm.
So only one sin spawn remains, the yellow one at the base of the stairs. It's currently engaged in combat with Phelan. It's going to strike at. Actually, let's see. Let's roll for random targeting. Who does it prefer? 3, 4. It's actually going to switch to Gunn.
Oh,
And
all right.
it's going to mutter something in an unknown tongue. Sounds strange and sinister, almost from beyond this world, as it steps forward. Oh, it doesn't need to step forward. What am I doing? It's just going to strike from the base of the stairs.
Okay.
And why am I rolling that? Roll the rancer here. There we go. That is a 12 to hit on the first strike.
Parried or
Second
something.
strike is a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
That will hit. Okay, so damage is going to be 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And third strike is only an 11.
Yeah, good.
So it's stabbing up at you quite angrily. And it's just shouting something in a strange, unknown tongue.
Did you say 8 points of damage?
Yes, that was 8 points of piercing damage. And Greshy, you're up, followed by Asher.
All right. Phelan knows what to do. He's going to move over here into position behind the creature with a step.
Okay.
I think that's still something I can do.
Yes, step is an action that you can do. Move 5 feet without provoking.
Excellent. And then he's going to try and chomp at the creature's. I don't know if he has a butt properly, but we'll see what happens. Fortunately, that's only a 12 to hit, and that will not hit, I assume.
No, 12 will not hit the sin spawn.
That's all
Phelan
right.
just bites at his legs.
Can't quite get up there. And how is everyone doing? He's down a bit. He's down a bit, but ultimately everyone's doing fine, so we're going to go ahead and charge up a bit more electricity. Oh, I can't from this angle, can I?
No, you can. Where
I
Greshy
would
is
not
currently
hit him
standing,
from
he
here.
can't really see the sin spawn very well.
That wall is definitely in the way now. If only he had moved up, but like a jerk, he did not.
You just come stand right behind me.
I'm thinking that's what's going to have to happen.
In situations like this, where your center does not line up with their center, you can spend an action to kind of move to sort of a corner of your square without getting out of your square. But in this case, you're trying to cast a spell, so
I've only got two actions left, so it wouldn't quite work there. I will step up here then, a bit behind Gunn, and I'm going to swing my sling a bit and send a stone flying in his direction.
okay, you load up that sling and fling.
And that is a 20 total to hit.
With the +1 to AC, that will still hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Unfortunately, it's only a 2 total.
Okay. A little rock just kind of pelts the sin spawn in the head, and it just looks up at the stairs in such rage. Asher.
Get over it, you big old
So
fatty.
I assumed that this is like a short wall and I have line of sight to the final sin spawn, but I wanted to ask first.
Yes, it's pretty thin railing with pretty wide spacing in between, so you have a clear shot.
All right. Well, I'm going to reload because I haven't done that yet. And
Did
I'm
you reload
going
at the end of your last
attempt-
turn? Oh, no, you moved.
No, I didn't.
After moved, yeah.
I walked. And I'm going
leisurely
to
strolled.
attempt to strike the final sin spawn with a 26.
That 26 will strike that sin spawn. Though this one has not been hunted, correct?
No,
Okay.
has not been hunted.
You
That
can't
is-
you can't transfer the hunt target.
Not free, but
Not free.
He could spend an action to do so.
Right.
Um,
right.
So that's 6 points of piercing damage +2 from the
Yes.
crossbow ace, so a total of 8. Sin spawn is hanging on by a thread.
Okay. And I realized that I have 3 turns that I meant to do it, but I'll do it now. I'll hunt target, so
Okay.
it comes back to next turn.
All right, you hunt the remaining sin spawn. It is Mako's turn. Is anybody hurt? Phelan's hurt, so
I'm a little bit,
I would
but
not
I
worry about
wouldn't
Phelan.
use- Throw rapier.
throw rapier.
It's like a big
Don't
dart.
fret about Phelan, I'll take care of Phelan. You keep an eye on Gunn.
I'm okay,
Okay,
for now.
well she's got a rapier out. She'll jump down with 1 action. And it's a pretty safe jump for her. Yeah, she's fine. And she's going to move as her second action to get on up beside the sin spawn. She'll have to take the attack of opportunity on the way because it's got that rancier.
I thought you said it can't do that through the railing.
It's not on the railing though. It was
Oh, right.
It was the one that was on the rail or on the stairs that couldn't
blue.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But does not matter. It rolled a natural 1 on that attack, so it is her turn to strike.
Your dice are cursed today.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm using the roll 20 dice for the sin spawn.
Oh, see, there's your mistake.
Mako is much luckier, and she strikes out with her rapier, stabbing the sin spawn in the chest. It does not matter how much damage she does, because it only had 1 health left.
Yeah.
And she presses the sin spawn up against what appears to be sort of like prison jail bars, and pulls the rapier out. The sin spawn falls to the ground and begins to bleed out. And that, my friends, is combat.
Alrighty.
Nice work, everyone.
Gunn, come here.
I'll jog over.
And I will spend some time bandaging up his wounds. Making sure that he's...
Are we stopping here?
Just for a minute. It'll only take, what,
10 minutes?
10 minutes or so. Just hold still and don't thrash
All right,
about.
well,
This
hold
might
on. Before we take a 10-minute rest, let's make sure we have position to let's make sure we're
Oh.
secure.
All right, that's fine. Then if that's going to be the case, Greshy will take the moment to cast Heal Animal on Phelan and give him 7 hit points back. 7.
Okay.
Are there
You
any other?
go over to Phelan and pet him real good.
He is a good boy. Oh,
And he
does that
pants
path
happily.
lead to the main? Oh, okay, that's how it wraps around.
So yes, as Greshy, you get to the bottom of the stairs, you see through the grates, there's a torn down wall that seems to lead back to the main passage that you guys took to get into this ruin in the first place.
That's awful convenient.
Okay. So, is there anything in the cells? Are any of them open or
Let's see.
occupied?
Yeah, so it seems pretty clear that this used to be a prison of some kind. If you go around to search these cells, Mako will sort of join you if you do so.
I mean, I'm down here. Might
Yeah.
as well if we're secure in the area first.
Yeah. I mean, it seems better than getting ambushed.
Do you want to close the door behind us before you come down?
I suppose so. There's still a way back there we haven't.
Oh, I mean, we'll still go
Uh,
back. I'm just saying if you're
Right.
trying to secure the area.
Yep.
Sure. You close the door before coming down the stairs to start investigating the various jail
And
cells.
I'll ask Asher to check that eastern corridor, make sure there's nothing coming,
Just coloring my map.
if that's okay, or if you don't mind.
Yeah, I will
gotta
head
fill it
down
in.
that way to make sure.
Is that corridor elevated or ground level?
Elevated.
Elevated.
Okay.
So Asher is continuing along the sort of rickety wooden platform across to the eastern hallway up above, while Mako, Greshy, and Phelan and Gunn are investigating the various jail cells here in this ancient prison. It appears as if each of these cells seems to be, for the most part, each one just contains skeletons, bones of long dead, seem to be humans.
Phelan, put that down. Don't touch that.
Yeah, Phelan's already got a bone in his mouth, and
We'll find you something that tastes a bit better. Put it down. Down. Drop it.
Well,
Good boy. We'll get you
Phelan-
something better later.
Phelan pouts a bit, but comes back up to your side to follow.
There
you
are
around
no,
sheepishly.
weapons or armor lying around or worn by these
I mean,
skeletons.
they're the round swords that the sin spawn had.
What I'm worried about is if these are undead playing dead.
Oh,
No, so they seem to be. Let's see. Yes, they are. Each of these seems to be. It looks like various prisoners. There are what look like metal shackles around some of the prisoners' leg bones and things. But the bones are in such shambles that they don't look like they'll be moving anytime soon. You can poke at some, and actually, the moment you poke one of the bones, it just crumbles to dust.
Okay.
Just instantaneously,
Mhm.
which is a bit bizarre.
depends on how old they are, I suppose.
Since my shield is busted for the moment, I'm gonna sheath my sword and pull out the ranseur that I had strapped to my pack. It came from.
If you'd like, I can take a
shield.
look at the shield, see if I can do something with it. Wouldn't be much, but I could give it a shot.
Sure,
Once we've secured everything, of course.
but I can also use this presumably two-handed reach weapon for a while.
Up to you.
Yeah, if we take, I wouldn't mind taking the time to do that.
Yeah, it'll just take me a little bit longer. Once I get you bandaged up, I'll
Mhm.
spend some time and see what I can do with it.
Okay. Well, if we search each cell and there doesn't seem to be anything of interest. And there's nothing coming down the corridor from the right, from the east.
So we'll go ahead and cut
Like
over
this.
to Asher, who is searching the corridor off to the right. So Asher, I
All by
believe
himself.
you have a light as well, right?
Yes, I have the lantern.
Okay, you have the lantern that's currently clipped to your belt that you can kind of unclip and walk forward with.
I'm sneaking forward slowly. Whoops.
Okay, you're sneaking forward slowly into what appears to be another room.
You're off screen on that. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll just go ahead and slide it over for the Twitch viewers. Or your YouTube viewers if you're watching this VOD later. So you enter this another chamber there's another door to your east and a door to the south. But the first immediate thing that you notice in this room are what appear to be various ancient torture implements.
Ooh.
Or at least you're pretty
Sounds so
sure
excited
these
about
are.
that. So concerning.
You're
learning
pretty
things about
sure that
Asher.
these are some kind of torture implements. You see a spherical cage with spikes protruding inward from the iron bars around it. In another corner appears to be a star-shaped wooden frame that is studded with hooks. And in the center of the room, there's a long table covered with leather straps and a number of cranks that seem designed to rotate and swivel.
Just like Asher's bedroom.
Oh.
Interesting.
Definitely learn all sorts about Asher.
got into some really kinky stuff.
Asher knows this.
When you're out in the woods, I suppose any sort of excitement.
This is a weird place for someone's bedroom. I don't know.
Not to kink
Gotta
shame
sleep.
anybody if they're into
Somewhere.
studded hooks.
If you're into that sort of thing, good for you.
But yeah,
And there's
no,
just
there don't seem to be any creatures or anything here. Just another door to the east and a door to the south.
I'm gonna listen to the door to the south.
To the door to the south.
Oops. Hello.
Are they both stone?
Yes, they are both stone doors. You listen at this door, and you don't hear anything, Asher.
That's good. What about the other door?
The other door. You listen at the door for a few moments. Give me... What's your perception modifier?
What is it? Let's find
I'll do a
out.
secret check. Probably should have done a secret check for both doors, but I'll do it for this one.
It is 7.
7. Okay, you listen at the door for a while. You don't think you hear anything, and then you hear just like a... Maybe it was a low groan off in the distance, like pretty far away, and pretty muffled. But you're also not even sure if you really heard it.
I could have heard it.
Well, thank you, chat people. Complimenting the background.
Oh, yay. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bottom door or the southern door and very slowly open it to peek.
Okay, you very slowly open the door to the south. I don't know why I put the book away.
This is somehow worse. There's
So
more
you-
choices.
You
Oh my god,
very-
there's 3 doors now.
You very carefully open the door to reveal the crumbling remnants of several chairs and a long table that are cluttering the floor of the room. To the south stand 3 stone doors, each bearing a symbol that resembles a 7-pointed star. So the
Good.
same 7-pointed star that you've seen earlier.
We've discovered the ancient set of Let's Make a Deal.
What's behind door number 3?
Monty
It's a
Hall.
goat. It's always a goat.
Cool. And they all have the same symbol. There's nothing different about them.
Yes, each of these 3 doors has one of these symbols on it.
They're identical doors. Well, there are 3 of us. Oh, there's 4 of us, but there's at least 3 of us. So I'm gonna wait on this.
I like that's the logic you use. Is we can have everybody open a door at once, not everybody else is back in the other room. I'm gonna hold off. It's I want them all here so we can just open them all.
There's
I love it.
now there's
I
4
love it.
doors. Actually,
There are, so we can open the one up to the north, and then these 3 to the south, and
Yeah.
it'll be great.
Everyone
yeah.
with thumbs can open a door.
So you
No,
you have this rubble on the floor, and you have these 3 doors to the south and the 1 door to the east.
And there's nothing else on the walls. Or anything.
Doesn't appear to be anything on the... Actually,
Is there weird writing now? Don't do this to me again.
no, you don't see anything strange on the walls. It looks old and dusty.
I'm now paranoid about there being
This weird
writing
writing
that
that just
only I
showed
can see. I can't read. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the
Okay.
everyone
So
else and be
you
like,
return to the
hey,
others.
there's many doors up here. I don't know where they go. We should find out.
All right. I'll need a few minutes once we've finished securing in here. Are we good in here? at
Yeah,
this point?
you guys have done a pretty thorough search of the room and are confident that there's nothing else of interest here other than the 2 ranciers that the Sin Spawn dropped. Both of them are just standard quality ranciers, nothing special. No runes or anything like that on them.
Okay. Well, then I will be. Once we've done that, then I will be taking some time to treat wounds.
Okay.
On
So-
books.
Who would you
Can
like
you
to
treat? Can I be treated for wounds and meditate at the same time?
Yes, I will allow that.
Okay, then I'm going to use my healing, self-healing as well.
Okay.
Which
And
gives me
Mako
back
is
6.
similarly going to
Oh, I mean, if you're just gonna heal yourself, then
Well, that doesn't get me quite to full. It gets me to 32,
okay. I mean, yeah, that's fine.
and then if we take a 10-minute break.
I'm gonna need more than that if you want me to look at your shield. If you want me to hold off, that's fine.
Okay, well, either way, if we take at least a 10-minute break, then I will get that healing point back.
All right. So I will attempt a medicine check for treating wounds on Mr. Gunn here. I'm looking at Phelan's sheet. No wonder it's untrained. Phelan, you're not going to be treating with medicine anytime soon, but you can help out.
He's limited to just licks.
That is a 26 total. Believe that's a 15, which is a critical success.
Whoa.
Yes.
So you actually get 4d8 hit points back.
Jesus.
That's why I was like, you can do the whatever you want to do. That's awful rolls, but that's fine. You only need 2 anyway. So
Okay, so
You
10
can-
hit points back.
Wait, your treating gives 4d8 now? Wasn't it like
when I crit,
When you
which
crit.
is
Wasn't it like
DC.
2 before?
It was.
Like a flat 2?
I think it was 1d8 plus something. Or wait, something like that. What is it?
In any
Oh, no,
case,
you're right. It was something times level, and now it is
It was like level times your con or
Level
something.
times
Yeah.
con?
my
Yeah,
level
so we were
times
getting-
your con, and now it's 2d8 for the base success, and then 4d8 for a critical success.
See, if I'd known that, I probably would not have spent the point, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
get it
matter
back.
since you just got it back. That's why I was
Yep.
just like,
That's fine.
up to you. And then we will.
And Nameko is spending this time nearby just playing a light tune on her lute.
All right.
Nothing in
repair.
particular, just kind of practicing.
And
so
treat
she can
wounds
get her
got
own.
a huge buff from
Oh,
playtest to
it's got a
final.
huge buff for sure.
It got a buff, yes, but also a nerf. So now that he's done that on you, he cannot do it again for another hour.
is that
Yes.
that's not that much of a nerf compared to
It
You
just
used to be
means
able to keep doing it over and over again.
I,
Yeah, but-
we could sit here and just keep going. Now I've got to take time, but we're taking time for other things, so it's kind of a.
Under the old system, that would give an average roll of like about, let's see,
Well, let's not worry about it right
4.5.
now. You're healed.
18. Yeah, but I'm just saying it's 4 times more effective than it would have been.
Oh, definitely. I think it was that they were still working around the wand issues from Pathfinder 1, and this just basically says don't worry about the wands, because you can get healing just by having somebody who knows how to heal.
Yeah.
I actually do not have repair kits, so I can't help you with your shield. So I apologize for that.
No worries.
I honestly probably should have picked one up, but I forgot to do so. I will do that when we get back to town, and then I will then take the other 10 minutes. Greshy will pull out his scales and then start slowly placing coins on one side and placing other objects from his bag on the other until they start to weigh evenly. And he'll just keep doing that over and over again for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just focusing on that.
So you refocus as well, gaining a focus point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my background image here is the town of Sandpoint, complete with the old light over here. Hello, old light. You guys are somewhere
Underneath.
Here-ish, underneath the town.
Someplace below.
In any case. Alright, so you heal up, refocus a bit, tend to some wounds. What would you like
do we want to
do
take
now?
the Sinspawn's Ranseurs with us, or?
Probably.
I will. How much are each? How much does each Ranseur weigh? About?
Well, I
Looks
should
like
be
the
able to
bulk-
put these in my pack if you guys want.
Looks like bulk is 2, and their value is about 20 silver.
Well, I mean, sure. Why not? We'll take them back. See if somebody wants them. Maybe the guards can use them. I don't know.
Sure,
At the very least, I'd rather not leave them here in case somebody else comes
would
across
like
them.
these. And she takes the 2 Ranseurs and starts tying them up with some rope and straps them to her pack.
All right. Well,
All right,
shall we go see what Asher's found?
Yes. Come see what I found.
Okay, Mako,
Sounds so
make our way
menacing.
up to the wooden platform.
I don't say anything about the torture room. It's not even come up. Not even something I think.
That doesn't bother you at all.
Nope.
That's just what it is.
What I would decorate my house with, you know?
Okay, so you begin leading everyone over to the torture room.
Come look what I found.
Are you coming, Gunn?
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right.
Just on the wrong window.
Mako looks a bit confused. What on earth?
This is not true. What I found. This is just here.
Well, I guess if there was a prison, a torture room might make sense.
Kind of gruesome, but
What is this place? I thought it might be a church at first, or a cathedral, but...
well, if they were worshiping Lamash too, ain't she a god of bad things in general?
Yep, this could be a form of worship for some of these monsters.
But look. I'm going to show them the 3 doors. I'm very excited about the 3 doors.
Okay, Asher gestures towards this open door here to the south. There is a bunch of rubble, some ruined tables and chairs on the ground, as well as 3 doors, each marked with the Sahedron, 7-pointed star that has not been named yet, but I am really bad about naming things before they're named.
I didn't.
Good.
It's okay.
7-pointed star symbol. Mysterious.
All right.
Shall we
Definitely
test
not
this one
important.
before we start going through those?
Oh, that one. I may or may not have heard something that is evil and fight.
Lurking.
So maybe not yet.
All right.
But I might not have heard something too.
All right. Well, I'll Stand in
We'll
front of the
unlock
central door. Yeah, let's do it.
We should listen to our doors.
I think.
Oh,
this is,
okay. I agree with this.
Asher,
Roll
what's
with
your perception modifier?
It's a 7.
7. Okay. Gunn, what's your perception modifier?
should be 5.
5. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Greshy, what's your perception modifier?
It's an 8.
Okay. All right. The three of you successfully hear nothing on the other sides of your doors.
That's
Totally safe.
How confident am I in that?
Very
assessment?
confident. Critically confident.
So that either means you did really well or really shitty. We'll find out.
Should we open all the doors at once? I like that idea.
Sure. I don't
Everyone
know.
gets their own door.
The Mako doesn't get a door.
I'm fine. She calls out from the other room.
All right. On 3.
She's just kind of like watching. Okay, you count down to 3. 3, 2, 1. You each open your doors.
Oh yeah,
And are greeted with a classical jump scare as each door reveals a human skeleton, but quite deformed. They're each hanging up on the skulls are hanging by a hook on the wall, and each one seems quite deformed or misshapen. One of the skeletons, Asher's, has 3 brittle arms instead of the normal 2. One and has a very large misshapen skull. The Gunn's skeleton has one very long leg and one very short leg. And the third, Greshy's, has a rib cage that goes all the way down to its pelvis.
Ugh.
And has like 2 very
Failed
short,
experiments
stunted
of some
legs.
sort.
do I remember anything like this in nature?
You're pretty confident that this is not natural.
Is this something that's normal that people do?
What are the hooks connected to?
They're just connected to the stone wall behind.
Greshy's gonna poke the one he sees with his staff. See what happens.
Nothing happens, it just rattles.
Well, it
I mean,
didn't disintegrate at
normal
least.
rattles.
Rattling bones. Right. Well, that's...
Anything magical here?
Do you have
May-
detect magic?
I don't. But others here do.
Yeah,
Well,
Mako has it.
Mako has detect magic, but I don't know if she can do it at will.
So you guys are whispering to each other about this.
Mako, can we borrow you for a second?
Creepy.
What is detect magic? Yeah, detect magic is a cantrip. She can do that for you.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Okay, you asked for Mako to come in and detect magic. She closes her eyes and holds out, and plays her lute a bit, and then opens her eyes again, and her eyes are sort of glowing slightly as she starts to scan the room and the 3 closets. There's definitely some kind of magic here. It's faded. Maybe it's some kind of preservative enchantment?
On the chamber itself?
On the creatures?
She turns and looks around on this whole place. This place
Whole
might be
place or just
older.
this room.
I think it's more than just this room.
Like, how long does this last? Is it in the previous room? Is it all the way back to the...
She steps out into the hall and kind of looks around. I think it might be this entire ruin. It's
Wow.
faint. It's lingering, but
All right,
it's,
well,
it's strongest on objects. And she looks at she kind of points at one of the skeletons. There's definitely something preserving these things in this condition.
Let's close these doors again, so the surprise is there for the next.
I will preserve it for whoever
What if-
decides to come back after.
How big are the 3 arms on mine? Are all of them the same size?
Yes, they're all kind of small, but otherwise,
How small?
like half the size of a normal human arm.
Can I try and take one?
Yeah, you can
Like
just pull
wiggle
one
it?
off.
Not like
yeah.
take it, but see if it like
The extra one.
No, just fucking take it. Why not?
feel like boop.
Yeah, you can just you have to like use one hand to hold the skeleton still,
Do you leave
and
it
the
with
other hand to pull it
two
off. And...
with the normal 2 arms, or do you leave it with 2 arms that are both on the same side?
I leave it with the normal 2 arms.
Okay, so you take its third arm that's kind of protruding out its
Yeah,
the
take the
side of its
weird one.
chest. Yeah. All right, you have a third arm.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Next week on third arm.
Alright, and I'll close. Is there anything else in the chamber? Or is it just the skeleton that's clean otherwise?
Inside that little closet.
Yeah.
No, it's just the skeleton.
Okay. Well, I'll close my door and pop
Okay.
out as well.
But let's leave the other entrance to that room open, in case we can use that little room for cover or something.
Suppose so.
Okay, so you guys step back into the torture chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you like to do? I assume Asher's
I'm
going into
thinking-
torture.
Not torture. I'm good with that.
I'm thinking of the room to the east there.
Just writing down. I have a tiny arm. Okay.
Very important, very valuable tiny arm.
Of course.
All right. Should we go in the final door?
It's not the
Right.
final door.
Dun-dun-dun.
There's a whole other staircase that we.
Oh, the hallway there.
Mm-hmm.
This still could be the final door. That could just be a hallway into.
Sure.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Doesn't feel super final, but
Oh no! Just the final door in this room.
right. Yeah, let's do it. I'm holding the Ransur +1 now that we found earlier instead of my sword, which is sheathed.
Okay, and you're opening the door?
Yep.
Okay.
Then I'll step in and level the spear.
Okay, you step into what appears to be a hallway, a staired hallway. Staired hallway? Sure. A
Now
hallway
it
with
feels more
stairs.
final.
Descending down into the darkness, where you can see what, with the light of your shield, or... Oh, yeah,
nope.
where's the light now? Did you recast it?
I have not recast it on anything, so
You should probably put it on.
I assume you're still carrying the shield, though.
It's probably strapped on my pack.
Do you want me to put it on your run, sir?
Sure.
All right.
The light's on the Rancer now.
Cast it. Aye.
Sorry, there's what appears to be several, quite a few wooden pallets on the floor, as well as one figure standing atop a wooden pallet in the center of the room. As you step out into the hall, the figure looks up, kind of at the glaring light from above. And you give me a perception check. Gunn.
Okay. Oh, not initiative perception, just regular perception. There it is. I did the thing, but it's not. All right, I'll do it again. There we go. We got a 24.
Okay. You kind of squint your eyes to try and get a better look at what this creature might be, as it's kind of trying to shield itself from the light. But you can see. At first, you thought it was a goblin, and then you're like, "Wait, that's not a goblin. The shape is too weird." But looking at it a little bit closer, it's definitely a goblin. I'll show everyone this
It has
goblin.
a little arm too.
It does. You should show it your little arm. Perhaps it'll
Ooh, I
I think it's friendly.
So you see, yeah, sitting on this wooden pallet is a deformed 3-armed goblin, wielding around it, scattered on the floor, are these the smoldering sword, short sword, a rather nice looking axe, and a silvered dagger. It stands up and grasps all three at once, and hisses up the stairs at you in Goblin.
What does it say?
Who
Do you know
comes? Who disturbs Corvus?
Oh, Corvus.
Corvus.
And that is where we shall take our first break of the night.
Mr. Corvus.
I was just thinking if I remembered that name. I don't think that's come up yet.
No, I don't think it's actually come up yet. But in any case, we'll BRB everyone. Hope you're all enjoying so far. Just gonna grab water and stuff, but see you in a moment.
What was that?
Nothing.
I thought Jason was doing something.
No, that was not
Wow.
me. Okay, anyway. We're back. And so you've got this little goblin creeper at the bottom of the stairs in this chamber filled with what look like wooden pallets. It is grasped its flaming sword, its little silvery axe, or its little axe and its little silvery dagger. What do you do?
Do the pallets have anything? Are they just flat, or are they like boxes?
They're flat pallets.
Okay. So they're not like filled with anything.
No. They're only about
You want
like,
to try talking to it?
a few inches.
I can try. I can say hello. We can leave.
I mean,
Turn around.
it has 3 arms. I think it can open doors.
Who are you?
It hisses up the stairs in Goblin.
Who are you? I say, who are you? Back. I answer with the same thing.
In Goblin?
Yes. Always in Goblin.
I can't see you up there. Come down where I can see you. I'm the goblin hero Corvus. Come down here right now. I know I can hear you, little goblin. You're my minion.
Oh, Gunn's going in.
So he can't currently like see you very well from the top of the stairs, but Gunn is approaching with the light. Corvus kind of hisses and takes a few steps back.
Longshanks. Stand back. Get back.
What are you doing down here?
Wait a sec, is Corvus not supposed to be small? Is he actually medium? I think he is a small creature. So someone in the chat. Oh shoot, he's medium. Whoops.
Oh,
thank you,
well.
chat.
He's gonna grow up so big.
He's a big boy. Okay, he's a bit bigger than I thought. He's quite large for a goblin.
How large is he? Like 4 foot tall? 3 foot tall?
He's about as big as Greshy, basically. So,
Oh.
So,
about 4 or 5 feet.
4.5.
But a lot of that is kind of the hump.
Well, that's fun.
Why do you have 3 arms?
You shout down.
Just yell at him.
Corvus strong. Stronger than you, Longshanks. Corvus, drink the blessed water.
Ooh, what color was the water?
Corvus don't have time to talk to you, Longshanks. Go! Corvus, keep this place safe.
And he kind of shambles forward and shakes his swords at you.
If he comes up the stairs, I'm gonna start casting spells at him. I'm letting
I wanna
people
know
know
the
that.
color of the water. You have to tell us the color of the water.
Carnivor's not tell you anything.
I
Carnivor's
bet
kill.
he can't even see colors, dude.
Now you're just picking on him for being colorblind at this point.
There's no way he can see colors. He has 3 arms.
All right, Corvus
I
has
don't
had
think
enough.
that's how it works.
Corvus has
really
had enough
don't
of the
think that's how it
questioning. Corvus fight. Corvus kill.
All right.
Well, I'm not done questioning Corvus. I'm gonna take him alive and question him more.
Adam, if
All
you're
right.
talking, you're muted.
Am I muted?
No, Adam
No,
is.
I've been muted
Oh.
this whole time.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
I didn't realize you were talking. I'm sorry.
I just looked
Yeah,
over and
well,
saw
I
your
mean,
mouth
I
moving.
just thought everyone was being very rude.
We're just
Oh.
ignoring you. We saw you step forward, and we were just like, okay.
Yeah, I thought you were just
No.
moving in.
Oh my goodness! I was trying to say, I had a whole bit prepared. I was gonna try and play on him.
Oh,
Oh
sorry.
no!
The Corvus, the famous Corvus.
Oh, that would have been great. The problem is he's still speaking
But
Goblin.
he's still speaking Goblin, so I don't think I can go through with it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you just hear
could've-
Asher behind you
Asher-
speaking
Asher,
Goblin
yeah.
as you step forward.
So
And it seems
instead-
to be making Corvus angrier.
Well, I'm basically just about ready to, like,
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative. Corvus,
Yeah, let's roll
Corvus
initiative.
mad. Yeah.
I made
I-
Corvus mad.
I mean, I said it to everybody that if he gets closer to the stairs, I'm going to start casting at him.
Okay, Corvus mad, but
Oh.
Corvus slow.
I'm low on the list.
I just want to know the color of the water. Is it too much to ask?
It might be.
I think we can use our powers of inference.
No, we need to know this. We need definite
Was
information.
it the clear water? Was it the glowing water?
Oh,
Was it
you
black
can,
water?
you can keep pressing and trying to ask. Why is everybody rolling so
I mean,
poorly?
you could pull out the GrossWater and be like, was
Every
it this?
time before I shoot him, I'm just gonna ask a different color.
All right, well,
Orange.
everybody has rolled. So Greshy is going to be first with 24, Asher at 20, Ameko with 9, Gunn with 8, and Corvus with 7.
Well, Greshy's not having any of this. And sends Phelan off to go and do his thing. It's downstairs going in here, correct?
Yeah, so normal speed.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Perfect.
Okay, so Corvus comes charging down the stairs. Oh, sorry. Phelan comes charging down the stairs.
I was going to say. And as he approaches, he's going to start biting at the goblin. See if this one's a weenie like many of his other friends here. That's a 20 total.
A 20 will, I'm pretty sure will hit. Let me see. Character sheet. Yes, a 20 will hit. Go ahead
All
and
right, so let's
the
roll some damage there. Unfortunately, that's only a 4 total.
Okay, 4 points of piercing damage with Phelan's bite. Chomp.
And Greshy will go ahead and move 5, 10, 15, 20. Kind of squeeze past Gunn, pardon me. Over here. And we'll send a bullet flying from his sling. No, I did not say he had his sling out, and he would have had to put away. So he'll pull his sling out as he pushes past Gunn and Asher.
Okay,
And
then-
that will be his turn.
all right. Asher, followed by Mako.
Alright. I'm gonna hunt target Corvus. So
The only reason you're pushing past me is because of the peculiarities of RPG time.
That's fair.
In reality, you probably would. I mean, the way
Well,
this
you haven't
fight's gonna
reacted
move.
yet. He's gone a little bit faster than you, so he's getting
Mhm.
Greshy's a little bit eager to just be done with this thing, whatever it is.
do the stairs make it so I'm kind of the stairs go down, right? Or
Yeah, the
Right.
stairs go down, but the chamber ahead is quite tall, so you have a good shot.
Okay. What do? I'd hunt target. and I quick draw my crossbow. Shoot. Uh-oh, it's a 13.
13 will not hit Corvus. Or it hits, but doesn't seem to do anything to him.
I ask
His
if
bulky
it's...
form.
I'm like, was the water black? I just ask as I shoot. So I'm not paying too much attention. All right, and I'm gonna reload it.
Corvus, not tell you, Longshanks. Corvus, kill you, Longshanks.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him and he's gonna tell me.
I
Okay.
don't think that's gonna work.
That's how it works.
You can try.
All right,
Put him in the
Mako is gonna come in behind here with one movement, and I think she has enough movement. It's just out of range. Okay, so she shall start off with an inspire and draw her sword. So inspire courage. Everybody gets a +1 to attacks and damage. I think
Excellent.
including Phelan. Yep. Gunn, you're up.
All right. My plan is to. Unfortunately, it looks like Phelan is stuck tanking for us in this fight. Because if I want to get down there, I'm gonna have to enter his square.
I mean, you
I mean,
can.
my plan is to hold the stairs.
Oh,
So that
okay.
you guys can stay behind me.
Well, that's fair.
So I'm gonna step there because I've got a reach weapon now, and I'm gonna use it with reach.
Okay, you stab at
I
Corvus
stab at Corvus with a 19
over
to hit.
Phelan's head. 19 to hit will not hit, as Corvus too strong.
All
Corvus
right,
too
well,
bulky.
All right.
I have another shot at it. That's a 23 to hit.
A
Much
23
nicer.
will hit. And roll the damage.
Yes, sir. Damage is 8 points.
Okay, 8 solid points of piercing damage for Rancier.
Mhm.
Okay, Corvus hurt. Corvus starts, like blood starts to ooze from his mouth, and you watch as the hump on his back starts to pulsate, and he seems to be starting to like retch. And spews. Let's see.
Is this a reaction or is this a?
This is
His
Corvus's turn.
Oh dear.
Spews a line of acid or acidic blood that's going to hit Phelan, Gunn, and Greshy. Give
Oh,
me
up
a
the stairs?
reflex save. Yep, up the stairs. This is some projectile vomit.
Roll for Phelan,
Everyone's all
Greshy, and these are reflex, correct?
Yes, these are reflex saves.
All right. So Phelan got a 14, Greshy got a 13
And I got a 5.
with
Okay.
a natural 1.
Let's see how much damage that would be. Okay.
That's not going to be good.
Apparently, was not expecting that.
Okay, so Gunn will take double. The other two are both failures,
Ooh.
and will take the full damage.
A failure on a natural 1 becomes a crit failure, or
Yes.
okay.
Natural 1 decreases the level of success by 1 rank.
Yeah, so natural 20 increases success by 1 rank. Natural
Got it.
1 lowers success by 1 rank. So
Makes sense.
if you, in this case, you may or may not have been 10 below the whatever the result was. Anyway, so that is
That is not
9
good.
points of acid damage to Phelan and Greshy, and double that, so 18 points of acid damage to Gunn.
That hurts Phelan a lot.
That hurts a lot. That hurts me a lot.
And for that takes up 2 actions for it to do. And Corvus will actually back away
All right.
and kind of huddle up against the wall across the room. Sort of tries to flee a bit. And top of the round, Greshy, then Asher.
Okay, which do I want to do now? Got all these spells and I haven't used any of them. So let's blow one of these. Heal spells. And
You got touch range, so
Well, I do, but it's actually better to use the 2 action.
gotcha.
It is in fact, if
AoE
you
version.
you get to better heal if you do the 2 action versus just the 1 action.
Gotcha.
But the 1 action, you get the benefit of it just being bam. What I was actually looking at is whether I want to do. I don't have this programmed in. This is my own fault. Sorry, let me look something up real quick here.
Oh, he's slightly more than 30 feet away.
I mean, but you've got reach,
Right.
so that helps a bit.
What you
No,
doing,
that's not what
Greshy?
I'm thinking of.
I know, I'm looking something up real quick. Pardon me.
Oh.
Okay, we'll just do Gunn for now, and we'll do a heal on Gunn's face, or at least on his back, really. So we are doing the 2 action heals, so it's just kind of emanating from Greshy as leafy green energy flows from his hands and starts to infuse Gunn, and you heal for 13
Whew.
hit points.
Thank you.
And then we will send Phelan. We are going to send Phelan over. Red Rover. Are these considered difficult terrain? The
No, they're pretty
pallets?
short.
Okay.
They're only like a couple inches thin.
Well, he didn't seem to react when I did it before, so I will move Phelan there.
Okay, so as Phelan goes running across this one, I need a reflex save.
Okay, so right there.
The first pallet that he jumps over or jumps on.
Jumps onto as he's moving over. It's an 18 total.
Yes, so as Phelan is running across one of the pallets, it breaks underneath his weight, but he's able to get off the pallet in time, and the wood clatters down below and reveals a human zombie at the bottom of this pit. And it's just,
How deep does the pit be?
It's about 10 feet deep.
Okay.
And there's just a human zombie just kind of shambling there. It's bits of
Just hanging out.
wood have kind of smattered onto it, and it looks up and is kind of scratching at the wall. But it's like a stone wall, so it can't climb up.
All right. Well, we'll just good to know that it's down there, but we're going to leave it. Phelan will then move over to here with the rest of his movement.
Okay. Corvus is going to take the attack of opportunity as it passes by.
Okay.
Corvus strong. I don't know why I rolled it like that, but a 14 to hit Phelan.
It was not hit.
Okay. Phelan slips past the flamey sword.
And he takes a bite, but a 15 is probably not going to be enough to hit.
15 is not enough to hit as Corvus dodges the blow, the bite.
All right. Well, that'll do for now. And that is the end of Greshy's turn.
Okay, Asher,
Apologies for
you're
the
up.
delay.
I'm gonna move 5 down the stairs, 10, 15, 20, and then scoot a little to the south.
Okay, you
And-
kind of slip around the wall there.
Last turn, I didn't reload, right?
No, you did not. You instead yelled at him asking about the color of the water.
Right.
I'm gonna reload my crossbow,
Okay, so that's second action.
right? And then I'm gonna shoot or try to shoot at him again.
Okay, so you load up that crossbow and
It's a
Fire.
1 and for 11.
okay, natural 1 misses. The bolt goes flying into the wall and shatters behind Corvus.
I need to know the color. Also, you guys are covered in puke, and that's
Gross.
that
That's
must
pretty
suck.
disgusting.
All right,
Not
Mako.
pleasant.
She doesn't have a whole lot to do here. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's going to come down into the room.
Oh, we forgot about the +1 from the Inspired Courage, didn't we?
Yes, but I don't think it mattered on the 16 or any.
Might have mattered on
attacks.
Gunn's 19.
Oh, that 19 did matter. Yes. Go ahead and roll the damage for the gun.
Okay, so I was actually able to stab him twice
I think just
For a
once,
solid-
right? Yes.
Yeah,
instead of
One
just once.
additional
Yes,
time. Yeah. So
And
for
the damage would have
13,
that
been
would have
9.
been 13.
14.
No, it went to the 14, right? Oh yeah.
All right, so Corvus is actually looking pretty badly hurt. Ameko is going to try and cast a spell. This is one she's already used. She's gonna drop her rapier to the ground, pull out her loot, and begin. Oh, actually, she doesn't need to. Sorry, she's somatic verbal. Uses 2 actions to cast a spell. It needs to do a will save. Corvus will save, please. Thank you. 9 is a failure. And it takes, I think, this much damage. Okay,
Which spell?
Corvus is looking pretty hurt. Gun.
What did she cast? Do we know?
Wait,
Daze. She's casting Daze.
Okay.
we wouldn't know, but
Right. Since she's the sort of a party member, we kind of.
well, we just haven't worked with her much,
Right.
and none of us are trained in
Yeah,
occult
yeah.
spells, which I think is what bards use. So
Anyway, I'm
Yeah,
going
she's
to,
casting occult spells, yeah.
I'm going to use a move to come out of the stairs into this corner space,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to cast a hurtling stone for a 14 to hit. It's not probably going to do it.
Okay, you stomp the ground and a stone comes flying out of the wall at Corvus, but that is a miss.
Yep. I'm pretty satisfied where I'm standing, so, and I've used my focus point for the moment, so I don't have anything else
Alright.
really to do. I think I will try to kick at this pallet and see if there's a pit under it as well.
Okay, you kick the pallet aside, revealing another pit with another zombie down beneath, who is now that light is shining down, is reaching up and trying to claw at the sides of the pit in vain and groaning. Corvus.
Okay.
Corvus's turn. He's gonna use 2 actions to triple slice at Phelan over here.
Phelan,
So that's 1 attack with the sword, 1 attack with the dagger, 1 attack with the axe.
fun.
13 with the sword.
Nope.
21 with the axe. Oh, with the
Yes.
dagger. And 7 with the axe.
No. So
Okay,
just
so
the
only the dagger
dagger.
hits. For 5 points of piercing damage.
Oof. All right.
And it's going to get in 1 more strike using the sword with its 3rd action. 17 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. So just unleashing a flurry. Get back, you dog! Get back! Get back! I'm the hero Corvus. You can't defeat me. Not after all of the powers that Lamashtu has granted me. Greshy.
I feel like that answers the question of what color water it was. In the meantime, Phelan is going to
like we
just go
already knew.
on the creature. We kind of did, but first attack is the natural 20 for a total 27.
Go and roll the damage.
So that is a 3 and a 5 for a total of 8.
Okay, Phelan leaps out after it's kind of exhausted from its flurry, chomps right into the goblin's neck and rips, leaving viscera and blood all over the floor.
A dog and his support crew.
Was a
That's
very
what we are.
Phelan is the true hero. And Greshy, not that it matters, with the remainder of his turn, will move up so that he can actually see. But I guess we're dropping out of initiative.
Yes, as
Unless you
combat
plan on
is
going
over.
down in any pits.
Not my plan. No. I was just going to
Myself.
give some healing to Phelan since he's in a bad way right now.
For myself, I was mostly thinking about stabbing down into them with this long spear.
I can-
Interesting that we got 3 long spears.
And then a room full of
Of things to stab.
things to stab with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can help you with that if you want. And Ameko she grabs one of the ranciers that she picked up,
hmm
unties it from her pack, and you want one too, Asher?
I'm okay. I don't really
can
want to stab the
Make our
zombie.
way through the room, finishing off all these zombies.
I'm gonna let them do that as I decide to step back and, praise Phelan for being such a good boy, because he truly is.
He's a very good boy.
Okay, so
Goblin
you
hunter.
go around the
Oh my
room
God.
revealing
Oh, Jesus.
zombies in pits, slaying each one as you go. This takes some time. It's kind of slow, but
Would you say it's meditative?
no, I'm not going to count zombies slaying.
It's sort of like a prayer.
I was going to say, if they're going to do that, I will take the time to refocus again with my measuring scales over here at the stairs, away from their
Well,
business.
In any case, after it's done with slaying the zombies, I think that will give me something very good to think about.
How the undead are such terrible things.
I want to go look at Corvus while they do this. I want to examine his weird body.
Okay, you bend down and examine Corvus's misshapen body. What would you like to know about it?
I want to know what color water you drink.
You
I don't-
you bend down and whisper, "What color water did you drink?" And there's no response. It's just kind of burbling of blood kind of seeping out from his neck.
Phelan
it
was not
just
being
looks
kind.
like some kind of like gross mutation.
Poor Corvus, he was a victim as well, if you think about it, really.
It seemed like he was quite okay with being defarmed by Lamash too. Well, I actually don't know that, so I assumed he was yelling in Goblin, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes, that was all in Goblin.
Goblin.
So he was yelling about something. I don't know.
I mean,
Weird friggin' thing.
what I'm putting together is that he was like.
Oh, I think he was tortured
by
like the other ones?
Yeah, and
So thought.
whatever, like probably whether he was forced to drink this unholy water, he was transformed by an evil god.
What did the weapons look like on closer inspection?
He did have some sweet loot.
Yes. The hand axe looks nice, but nothing special. The dagger appears to be a silver dagger.
That could be handy.
And the long sword, or short sword rather. No, I guess it is a long sword. Sorry, I misspoke originally. The long sword is a +1 long sword with some kind of rune that you're not familiar with. It's like a
Ew.
minor flame rune.
Perhaps Gunn would enjoy cool longsword.
Added to the collection.
I might as well.
And the silver dagger too will be added. I don't know about the hand axe.
I mean,
Just
we'll take it with us.
Yeah.
It's just as worth selling as as long as it looks
Nothing
like
else,
it's
you could
worthwhile.
probably throw it as an
It just
opening
looks like a
attack or
nice
something.
quality hand axe.
Regular weapon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye. So
Probably belonged to a noble or something similar. It looks kind of ornamental.
We make our way through the room. After all the zombies are dead, we do have a way to go further.
oh, there's more path down there, huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
you notice that there is a continued hallway to the south from this room.
And it goes off further than we can see.
Yeah,
Well.
so you can kind of just barely make out a split in the hall to that goes eastward from where you're standing.
All right. shall we then?
We
Have
can.
we have we spent the 10 minutes post
Oh,
Well, I
you
have. I
guys-
don't know about you.
post zombie killing?
Yeah, if you want to spend 10 minutes post zombie killing, Mako will get her focus point back, and you can get yours as well.
Yep. Yeah, I think I feel pretty good about having released Corvus from his torment. So,
Well, he didn't seem particularly tormented to me, but
released him from his torment.
Just repeat
sure.
on that.
I do wish there was
That's-
something we could have done for him, but
Maybe we could have fed him the black water.
I feel like
don't
that would
know
have
if
just
that
made
would
it
have
worse.
helped.
Jason, you can't tell me what will or will not help.
That's not me. That's a Mako speaking.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jason.
Right.
You
You're
can do
ruining-
whatever you want. Drink the water now.
You're breaking my immersion.
I'll get a third arm and a cool vomit hub.
I mean,
No, mate.
you give that GrossWater a swallow and see what happens.
Yeah,
Maybe
you-
I will. But I won't. I'm not going to do that.
So Gunn and Greshy and Phelan and Mako begin to head down the hallway to the south. The hall ends not too far away with another doorway, but a path breaks off to the east, leading to a set of stairs going upward. Unfortunately, those stairs seem to be blocked by rubble.
Oh, that's so cartoonishly rubbled.
Yes, I
It's
just
good rubble.
found. I have some art pack. It's probably one of the.
It's pretty adorable.
It's from Generic
like
DIY Cave Map by Yui Kami, I think. They have a lot of very cartoony art. It's very good.
Does this rubble look like it was placed here intentionally, or was it like a cave-in? Like, are they
looks like
trying to block the stairs?
No, it looks like a cave-in.
Okay. How secure does it? I guess how far up can you see before the rocks are too? Because I see it kind of wraps around here, but going past that, can you? Is it completely covering the entryway, the hall as it goes upstairs?
Not completely. So you can see that the stairs still continue up a bit, but they're just kind of pretty heavily blocked.
Okay.
Clearing this rubble can be done. It just might take quite a while,
Okay, that's fine.
like some
don't-
hours of labor.
Right. I've
We're
got.
not
I think
carrying
I can meditate
shovels or
while we do
pickaxes.
I mean, it just requires moving stones. Yeah, haven't done that.
We're not carrying any shovels or pickaxes, so
Oh, we've got two hands. Well, most of us do.
Oh, whoops!
Corvus
I said
has
those went up. I meant down. Those go down.
Oh, those stairs.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, those stairs go down.
I mean, so the same question applies then.
But same
as
thing. It looks like it continues, but you'd have to spend like
But
several hours.
It's also
maybe
it's also
days
more of
clearing
a
it
cave-in than it is a.
out. Yes, more of a cave.
It's not intentionally blocking something, but that
Yes,
means there's
sorry.
more levels. So we may need to clear that out at some point, but maybe we'll come back with some gear for doing so.
this area here could be an unexplored area, or we could be wrapping around back to that other room.
To that hallway with the stairs.
Yeah.
We
Possibly.
can find out. We can listen to the door.
I'm not sure if we're above or below that.
We were up,
We came
but then we
down,
came down the
and
stairs,
but there was also a stairs there.
and those stairs were going down. So we'd probably be at about the same level, I'm assuming. Though it could be, it's hard to tell, of course, because we don't
Yeah.
know where this actually goes.
Shall we give it a go?
Yeah.
Do you want to take a listen first, as Asha suggested?
Sure.
It's a suggestion.
Yeah. No, I mean,
You don't have to listen.
couldn't
No
hurt.
listen, just do.
Okay, you at your party's suggestion, you take a listen at the door. You hear the faint sound of scribbling, like somebody writing on paper.
Oh,
But it
Must
kind
be
of
the
it kind of fades
map
in
seller.
and fades out.
we've almost found the map seller. Let's open the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Turns out
All
Tingle's
right,
behind the door.
reference.
You open the door, revealing a strange room about 15 feet in diameter and a complete sphere. Like even the floor is rounded and smooth. There are several objects that are currently floating in the room, spinning lazily in space. You see a ragged book, a scroll, a bottle of wine, a dead raven surrounded by a halo of floating and writhing maggots, a twisted iron wand with a forked tip. But the strangest thing, perhaps, of the room is the walls, which are all plated in sheets of what appear to be some kind of strange red metal that ripples with what appears to be kind of like silent black electricity, like beneath the metal. It kind of translucent through the metal. That seem to coalesce in like strange runes every so often. And that seems to be the source of this scribbling sound. Every time it coalesces into a rune or a set of runes, it sounds like writing on paper. But they kind of appear and then fade very quickly.
Okay. I'm going to grab a copper piece from my bag and like toss it into the room and see if it falls onto the ground or floats around.
No, you toss the coin into the room, and it just, the moment it passes through the barrier of the doorway, it just starts to float and hits the other wall and kind of floats back towards you.
Okay.
Or off at an angle that you can
Off at an angle.
catch
Yeah.
it.
Well, hold on. Let me see what I've got in my pack that I can use as a way to try and scoop stuff out of that room without going in there. Because I'm a little bit worried about going in there.
Nothing reacted when you threw the coin?
No, nothing happened when you threw the coin in.
Okay.
No, that's fair. If you want to try the 0G room, could be quite relaxing.
I was going to say,
Actually.
it kind of looks fun. Thalen, stay here.
Oh, are you going in?
I'm going to go in.
Oh,
And Greshy will step into the room, knowing that it's going to kind of move him, because I'm assuming that there's no real stopping force as he steps into the room.
No, not really. So the moment you sort of pass through the barrier, you kind of you get this sort of sense of unease as your stomach kind of starts to flip, and you just enter a sort of 0G levitation state.
Fun. I would like to, as I'm going through the door, then I want to push myself toward this forked wand that you spoke of.
Okay. Yeah, you reach out and grasp this forked wand.
All right. Nothing happens. It doesn't change anything with the gravity at all.
Nope. No, you grasp
Right.
the forked wand in your hand.
Okay.
All right. Well, then I guess it's safe enough. We
Well,
can
then, I mean, if you want to come in too, you're welcome to.
yeah, we can all go on in,
Gonna avoid the raven though, because I
Try to-
don't want to get near the maggots. That doesn't sound fun.
grab all
I was
of the
gonna
stuff.
go for the Raven. That was my choice.
I mean, you go right for it.
I don't know. That room's
Yeah, you're-
weird.
So what are you
Are you
grabbing?
gonna go in,
You're,
Gun?
you're welcome to the Raven.
Yeah, Gunn has already floated into the room.
Oh,
Actually, the wine you said, is that like a full bottle, or is it like half drunk, like somebody was in here, or?
It is a full bottle of wine. It looks fairly new. Looks very new, in fact.
Like everything else looks like it might be a bit dusty. Well, I guess dust doesn't settle because it's floating, but it just looks like a newer.
Yeah, you're pretty sure
Okay.
you saw this particular wine cellar in either in Sandpoint or perhaps in Magnamar. In fact, you're pretty sure you
Okay.
saw this particular vendor selling in Magnamar.
Okay. Interesting.
It's nothing too fancy, just like a kind of nice.
Yeah,
bottle.
but it would have been a more recent vintage if that was the case.
Should we gather
Yes,
up
it
all everything?
has. The vintage is from 4706, so last year.
Yeah, I'll grab that too. Why not? But
Gather up all the valuables and
we'll loot.
make our way out.
whatever I can. So as I float, I'm assuming that I'm kind of bouncing off of walls. When I touch the wall, nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happens when you touch the wall. No.
Okay. It's a weird fucking place.
Does the raven, is it like a particular type of raven from somewhere that I'd recognize, or is it just a generic raven?
Give me a nature check.
A 17.
Yeah, these appear to be local Varisian, or a local Varisian native raven.
Is there
Varisia is
anything-
the continent that you're on, sorry.
I
Is there anything symbolic about like a raven that's decaying?
Not that you know of. It's possible that this was used in maybe some kind of ritual.
would explain why it's dead and not preserved like everything else. Though everything else is dead too. It's just some of it's more undead.
But yeah, without taking a closer look at the raven, you wouldn't be able to really tell.
You want me to grab the raven for you, Asher?
Can you push it over here? Just like.
I will use my staff to avoid getting too close to the maggots that are floating around it
Okay.
to kind of shove it, not like a baseball bat, like shoving it
Yeah, you
Gonna-
kind of lightly push it over towards the doorway.
towards the
At
door.
which point it kind of clatters to the ground and a little splat.
Odd. One. All right.
And the maggots start to writhe and squirm off.
Ooh, I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up, and you can tell from this close. You can tell that it's clear that something was eating this. There's tiny, very small bite marks throughout the flesh,
Hmm.
and like
Little
muscles have
tiny.
been torn and ripped out.
The Quasit's room? The Quasit's dinner? Maybe.
Ah.
Oh, that's a thought.
I'll put the raven down.
Okay, you put the raven down with a little squish.
Oh, you're not saving that one?
Now.
Phelan, don't touch that. It's bad for you.
Phelan just whines.
So if we make our way out of the room, we've gathered up a bottle of wine, a forked wand. What else did we say was in here?
There's also
The raven.
the raven. There's a ragged book and a scroll.
Book and scroll, that's right.
All right. Well, if you can grab those, or I'll grab the scroll and see what I can figure out with it.
Okay, you swipe the scroll and the book. The book has the same, or you've already succeeded this check before, but it has the symbol of Lamashtu emblazoned on the cover, as well as text written in a language that I don't believe any of you know. What languages do you know? None of you guys have this, I'm pretty sure.
It's not in Jotun.
No, it is not in Jotun.
Is it in dog?
No, it is not in Dog.
Phelan can speak dog.
But can he
Uh,
read dog?
it is not
no, he
Dwarven
can't read.
Druidic. No,
He can
it
speak
looks-
well, but he can't read. He's a young one. He's got to take some more time to learn how to read. Dog.
Yeah, it's some sinister looking language that you're not familiar with.
All right. Well, Greshy will use his staff to push off of the far wall and get himself out of the weird floaty chamber. Join
Okay.
everybody in the cramped hallway.
All right, you all rejoin in the hallway.
Well,
You now got a
We've got
book, a scroll. Well, a book for a Lamashtu book of some kind. Looks like some kind of perhaps religious text. But it's hard to tell without being able to read it. Yeah, a scroll. Yeah, the wand and the wine bottle. Yep.
Did this scribbling on the walls kind of look like what I saw in the other chamber?
Ooh, good question.
It gives you the same kind of vibe. Yes.
Maybe they might be a magical, maybe the part of the preservation spell or something.
That's a good possibility too. I was just thinking of them powering whatever anti-gravity is in there, but maybe this is like the center of the complex somehow.
Perhaps. Might be what was keeping everything so preserved. I'd like to spend some time to identify what this spell, or what the if I can, I'd like to try and identify what the scroll and the wand do.
Okay. What is your nature modifier?
My nature modifier is 8.
An 8. Okay. I believe I have the DCs right here. And you know how long it takes? I think it takes 10 minutes per thing.
I was pulling that up here to find out. Where is it?
Level. There we go. Spell level. Okay.
Not recall. That's not helpful. Where is it?
Okay, that is a success on the wand. The wand is a wand of Shocking Grasp.
Shocking Grasp. Okay.
First level spell.
Neat. Can that be cast at range because it's a wand, or does that still need to be touch?
Still needs to be touch.
I mean,
Okay.
do you touch someone with the wand, or do you cast it on yourself and then touch something?
You cast
mean,
it
either
with the
way.
wand. You touch people with the wand.
Either way, it's a melee spell attack, which is fine. Just double checking.
So yes, that's the wand of Shocking Grasp, and then you have the scroll. Okay. The scroll is a scroll of Burning Hands, which is normally a first level spell, but this appears to be a second level scroll.
Nice. All right.
Sorry if that makes sense. Let me double check.
It does. It means it's been it's being heightened to second level.
Yeah, I'm just
Which
making
means
sure
it does
can be
more
heightened by
damage.
one. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a second level Burning Hand scroll.
Well, that wand is going to be hell useful, and burning hands is not a bad one to have either.
Nice.
Especially since I'm not prepared to cast either of those today.
Yeah, we've got 3. We've got 2 scrolls of evocation spells now. We got that fireball as well.
I do have the fireball and levitation, I guess. I'm holding on to that for whatever reason.
We can fly around.
Yeah, we can just do what we were doing in there, except wherever we want.
I suggest, instead of trying to camp here and make our way through this rubble, we go back and try the
I
stairs
finish.
that we didn't take before.
I agree.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so you guys decide to backtrack through the
This
dungeon.
this direction might be the source of a separate investigation.
Would you like to fast travel?
Sure.
Assuming there's nothing of interest along the way that we're missing.
No, assuming that you're just going back to the chamber with the... if don't move your characters, I'll just fast travel you over.
Yeah.
Oop.
One by one.
Oh.
Teleport.
Yeah, we
There
come
we
back
are.
around up the stairs.
Yes, you've returned back through the zombie chamber, up the stairs, through the torture room, across the wooden platform, back through
And-
the platform door just north of you, and you're back at the red statue room.
Let's go.
Where we have a passageway this way, down to the east, down some stairs. Some looks like flights of stairs with landings.
Yes, there are multiple sets of short 5-foot sections of stair
Hmm.
that lead down to another landing, to another 5-foot section of stair. Sorry,
All
these are
right.
actually going up. I think I said down before.
Up.
But they are.
Oh, they're going up.
No, that's
Yeah, it was down before.
It helps when
but
I
that's-
remember how the dungeon is laid out.
I suppose so. All right,
Or,
well, I
or
will
when I
follow.
look at the key for the
I thought
stairs.
these were up. in the originally, but
Okay, well, whatever I said, I meant up.
okay, and it leads up to a door,
All right.
more like a final area.
Well, we already beat the boss out, so
Well,
not sure.
we should have the boss key now. So
Ah, yes.
So you, you reach the top of the stairs where there's a single door. What do? There's a stone door, much like all the others. It seems to be unlocked, or it doesn't appear to have any locking mechanism on it.
let's give a listen.
Okay,
Hey.
you give a listen, and you can hear the sound of rippling water on the other side.
Oh,
Interesting.
more dark water or gross water for us to
Well, or
not drink,
an exit to somewhere.
perhaps. Perhaps there's actually like more cave in here, and it's a river of some kind. We still haven't found an official entrance either, so
Right. I'll go ahead and open the door when we're ready. When everyone is
Ameko, you coming with?
Present. In
Yeah,
line.
sorry, I didn't move a Mako. Whoops.
Hint, hint.
Yes, sorry, I was just retuning.
It's all right.
good answer.
Okay.
Greshy
you-
will have the Wand of Shock and Grasp out, actually. Just for funsies.
Okay, Greshy's got the wand out. What are the others doing? I guess Ameko will
hold
have
the-
her. She'll have her loot out.
I have my crossbow out and
You know what?
reloaded.
You know what? A +1 flaming longsword sounds like the best weapon available at this point to me. So I'll hold that out.
All right. All right. So one hand grasping the flaming longsword, the other presses the door open, revealing a small chamber with what appears to be another. Whoops! I can move the video. There we go. Don't move around yet. I'm still describing the room. Haha. So
stepping in is part of my
it's a small chamber with a simple circular stone pool in the center, which is rimmed with not so simple skulls lined around it. As you begin to step forward, you hear the sudden screech of something up above as a creature descends from the ceiling.
We shall call this place the Cave of Pools.
Odd.
Cave.
The creature that descends appears to be it's like a greenish decapitated head, glowing teal
Ooh.
eyes and mouth, with a long lashing tongue, and bat wings.
Nice.
It looks quite
Oh,
fiendish
just-
in nature.
Oh, look at that. That's delightful.
I don't like it.
Tentacles. Always tentacles.
Always tentacles. It's only a
Perhaps
matter of
he's
time in a
friendly.
Paizo adventure when
Perhaps he
tentacles
is
appear.
friendly.
Sure.
Oh.
Does he speak Goblin?
Yeah.
Yes, let me begin the friendly battle music, and I would like everyone to roll their friendly initiative.
Friendship.
Friendship for
And I'll
everyone.
roll diplomacy for initiative.
Diplomacy for initiative. I'm down.
I'm not. Let's do it.
No.
Oh, that's not a great roll. That's a 10 total for
Oh,
Greshy.
I'm at a
somehow.
9.
I'll add this thing to the list and get its character sheet open. Bum. Pop that out. All right. And where's its initiative? It's very low. 10. Cool.
Roll
What's
off.
Does it
Or
go
you-
before I do, or?
Yes, I believe monsters win initiative ties.
Well, that's rude.
Cool.
I don't appreciate that.
Sorry.
I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Asher, you are up first. Followed at an 18, and the creature is at 10. Then Greshy.
Oh, you
also at
forgot to
10.
make us roll.
Oh, I did forget to make this roll. Thank you.
Perhaps she's.
This is what I
better
don't
than me.
normally do.
We don't
NPCs.
normally drag an NPC along with us for adventuring fun. I
Next
mean, I
time
don't know
I'll
if we
it
normally
next.
do anything, but
Okay, Mako has an 11, so she'll go right after Asher. Asher, you're up.
So I can't. Can I
sorry,
see
it should
from
be in
here?
the
I
center
don't
of the
think I
room.
can. Oh, it's in the center. Okay.
Yes,
Never
it's in
mind.
the center of the room. It's just dropped down from the ceiling. Yes, you can see it, but it's got +1 to AC from cover.
Okay.
lesser
Well, I'm
cover.
gonna hunt target it because it's the only thing there. And
Sounds
then
legit.
my crossbow's already out, so I can just attempt to shoot it. See how that goes.
Did you hunt it yet? Or okay.
Yeah, I hunted it. That's my first one.
I see.
Sorry.
Okay, you hunted it first action. Second action is to shoot the creature.
And it gets a 14.
14 will not hit. Goes
dear.
flying past the creature.
And I will reload as my last action.
Okay, you reload that crossbow. All right, a Mako. I'm a Mako. What am I doing? It's late. Mako's gonna use her tried and true daze. Let's go. Force it to make a will save. And that is a critical failure, so I believe it takes some damage.
Damage.
Damaggio. Let me make sure I actually used the right rules for days. I think the thing I was looking at was not updated. Days, there we go. Yes. Equal to spellcasting modifier, which for her is that. Okay. All right, it takes some damage and is stunned 1.
Not bad.
Okay.
Bad.
And she can't really do much else from there. So the creature's turn. It's stunned 1, so it loses its first action, but it will fly forward with its second action and try to bite at Gunn with its fangs. That's a 24 to hit.
Oof.
That will hit.
Swoops down at you. You take 7 points of piercing damage, and I need a fortitude save from you.
All right. -7 here. Nice feature that. And fortitude save. Got a 24 on a fort save. Yeah.
Okay, you
Nice.
resist the effects of whatever this bite might have done. Greshy, you're up.
All right. Can I see what kind of water this is from here? Does it look like GrossWater?
No, it does not appear to be GrossWater. It is maybe a
Okay.
bit dirty and not. It's like a bit festering, but not. Yeah, not
Is it like moldy or is it just like?
a little moldy. I wouldn't drink it.
Okay. Well, I don't plan to have anybody drink it.
It is burbling
Phelan's
a little
going
bit.
to
Like
attempts
something's
to
making
pass.
purple.
Phelan's going to attempt to pass through the creature's space to stop here.
Okay, it's
Which-
currently flying in the air, so.
So he can just do that.
Phelan won't be able to stop in that square.
Well,
Yeah,
that's why I was asking. I
Oh,
apologize.
I see. It's like a, it's a 5 foot, or not 5 foot. It's a tall-ish
It's a
raised
okay.
platform.
So, Phelan will then just kind of go over here. Then, it's not as ideal, but it will have to do. And he's going to take a chomp at the thing and see how that goes. That's a 14 to hit.
Okay, 14 to hit will not hit as Phelan snaps in the air at the creature, and then barks as the creature flits away.
All right, and for now, Greshy has the wand out, but I think since the spell itself is a 2-action cast, activating it would be a 2-action as well, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So then he will go ahead and stay where he's at for the moment and charge up some electrical energy in his hands instead and use that blasting past Gunn's head to do some more electric damage to it instead.
All right, electric arc. It tries to dodge. Reflex save is a 14, so that's a failure. So it takes 6 points of electricity damage.
Correct. That
Zap.
should be the end of my turn.
Okay, Gunn, you're up, and then Asher.
Okay. Well, since I have this fiery longsword, and I think I still want to be between my teammates and the head monster. I'm just gonna stand where I am and do some attacks. And I'm gonna use my existing +1 longsword's roll. We can just work out the
fire bet.
12. That's no good. Kind of flail
so
at it.
This creature is a fiend, and do you have the fiend Slayer oath, or no?
No.
Oh, you don't. Okay. What do you
No.
think is your level 2 feat?
I have the reaction +2 to any save.
Got it. Okay. So sorry, 12 to hit does not hit.
Nope. So I'll go again. Just keep flailing. 9.
9 does not
Nope.
hit. Just
Flailing.
swinging in the air.
17.
At it. 17, I think does hit. Let me see.
I can't hit my first
hits.
attacks, but I can hit the attack 2 and attack 3 pretty reliably. All right,
Yep,
so
third attack hits for 5 slashing and some fire damage.
and some fire. That if it's 1d6, then that's there on the. You can use what's on the sword already.
Okay, it takes a mysterious amount of fire damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Asher.
I am going. So I reloaded already. I'm gonna try and
Yes.
choose again.
Okay. Using that crossbow ace, it'll take additional 2 damage if it hits.
It's a 15.
15 with the cover, it's too much, or like too tiny and flitting about. You miss.
Yeah.
It's not so tiny, it's a small creature.
I'm gonna reload and I'm gonna try once more.
Okay. Your second shot.
Oh no, it's even worse. 6.
Okay, natural 1 goes clattering at the stairs behind Gunn's feet. Mako. She's gonna try and keep stunning this thing if she can. Force it to take another will save. And it did fail again, so it takes some more damage, but it is not stunned. Okay, the creature's turn. And I believe it... Yeah, it's gonna shriek. So it breathes in deeply and then lets out a ear-piercing shriek.
Where does the
to
breath go?
everyone within 60 feet. So that's everybody.
Does
I
it
need
have
everybody
like
to do a fortitude save, please.
Fart save.
Does it have like an air sac that inflates when it breathes
You're
in?
not sure.
It's hard to say. Fort for Greshy.
There's just kind of like it looks like a literally decapitated head. So there's no lungs or anything for the breath to go to.
Right.
Holy shit, that's a lot of good saves.
I had a 24.
15.
Phelan has a 25. Greshy has a 20.
What does the save? The save is this amount.
Beast mode party.
We ain't taking no shit from none of these things.
Okay, well actually, Greshy fails and Asher fails. Let's see.
Whoa,
what this
really?
does.
Greshy failed at a 20.
Yes, it is actually a pretty high DC. I
Oof,
didn't
all
realize
right.
that when I looked that up.
Fair enough.
Maybe it's
That is-
alpha strike equivalent.
Yeah, basically. Okay, Greshy and Asher are both paralyzed
Ooh.
as it is shrieking endlessly. And it's going to use its third action to keep flying. It's going to kind of fly over here. Back away over the well. Greshy, you are paralyzed, so I think that just skips your turn.
I believe so. I'm flat-footed and can't act except to recall knowledge and use actions that require only your mind. I assume that commanding Phelan to actually operate does require a verbal action of some sort.
I'll allow it. You can,
All right.
you can go ahead.
I mean, he's a good boy and he knows what's what, which is chomp chomp.
Can you
Can I?
only do that one time a turn, or can you just use all your
Only
actions?
once. Only once per turn. Can I?
Nah, no. Never mind.
Okay, I checked. That's fine. It's because of
Yeah.
the limitation on it being what it is.
Yeah, magic air from the makers of GrossWater. Thanks, chat.
All right, and it was just paralyzed one.
You're paralyzed until it stops screeching.
Okay, that's fun. All right, then I will lose my turn.
Okay. Gun.
Gonna step, and we're gonna. Can I reach it with the longsword from here, or
Yes,
is it
you can.
flying too high?
No, it's not flying too high.
Okay, then I will continue my barrage of attacks with a natural 1.
Okay, step forward and swing. Yeah, natural 1 will miss as it's a little
Starfinder
bit too
dice,
far
get out of here.
out of your
And
grasp.
a 19.
That 19 will hit though. Go and roll the damage.
Okay, we'll roll damage. We have 9 points plus a mysterious amount of fire damage.
Okay, the 9 points is enough to slash the creature's wings off. It goes tumbling to the ground, splats on the floor, and is quite dead. And as its screeching ceases, the rest of you feel your limbs begin to function again.
Phew,
Well, that was unpleasant.
that was close, potentially.
Well, that could have gone worse, I suppose, but
That was certainly nasty. Is everybody okay?
what the hell was that
Seemed to
thing?
be. Good question.
As you all move
We should
forward into the room.
we should give it a name, since we don't know its actual name.
I mean, you could try recall knowledge to see if you know what it is.
I should have done that with my turn because I could have done that.
We could do that if we were
Is
fancy.
it a religion check since it's a fiend, or is it a nature check?
Yes, I want to say it's a religion check. Yes.
Okay, then I might have heard of it.
That's a 25
I-
total for mine. And Gunn, it looks like has
I got a 17.
nice.
Yes, both of you are, now that you think about it, are aware of what these creatures are called. They are Varguiles. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Like gargoyles, but with
No, it's Vargouille. Varguile.
so actually kind of like gargoyle.
Yeah,
but with
kind
a
of.
V.
Vargoyle.
Gargoyles. Gargoyle.
They're kind of. I don't know all of the lore on the Varguile, but they are basically decapitated people. They can, or people turned fiends. The head is known to infect other heads with a kiss, or like it can infect you with a kiss, and I
Then
think
your
if
head
you
grows wings
die,
and flies away.
yes, basically, if you die, the demon inside it like infects you. There's like a demon that grows inside your head. Eventually, it like decapitates you and pops off and sprouts wings and goes flying away.
Well, that's delightful.
That's my memory of the bestiary.
That's
Luckily, Gunn was not actually infected by that thing. Right?
that's
Yeah,
up there
they're
with
kind of funny.
those.
Gives you
What are they called? They come in different colors, and they
Flods?
yeah, that's right up there with sleds. Ugh.
Yeah, that's a Varguile. They shriek,
that's
they kiss, they
dead.
poison, and they bite you with their fangs. I think normally they have to kiss
We,
a helpless or an unconscious target, so like sleeping people, to infect
Right,
them
to make
with
the head
their-
just pop off.
It would,
I
yeah.
imagine that would be a little more
I
difficult.
want
on
to
a-
try and remember if I've seen any headless skeletons, maybe back in the prison.
No, you don't recall seeing any headless skeletons, or at least any. Yeah,
Okay.
you saw some bones that were just by themselves, but nothing that was very obviously a person missing a head.
There's quite a lot of skulls in this room, but
Yes,
thankfully
as it turns out.
they didn't use all those resources to make
They're all
Well,
still
these-
attached.
the spikes.
Delightful. All right. Anything weird about this water now that we're in here? It just looks like a well.
Yeah, it just looks like the water is being magically burbly. As if it
Regurgitated or
was a
something?
fountain. Like it's constantly rippling, but there doesn't appear to be any
Does it smell
anything
carbonated?
peculiar about it. Yes.
Okay.
Ming is still strong here. I mean, so I wouldn't trust it.
Oh, I
should
don't want to
brought
drink
more
that.
jars.
In fact, I think I still have some beer left, and if I do, I'm going to drink some
That's a good time for a drink break
Okay.
before we
everybody-
open up this next
before
door.
we open up the next door.
Greshy
Good
takes a
swig.
swig of ale, as does Gunn.
Yep.
Did Asher
We've
get
seen
No.
some things
Asher doesn't
today.
drink while working.
Oh.
Well, Greshy would offer the
Seen
drinking
some
horn to
things
Asher and
today.
Tomiko if they
Asher
either of
would
them want some.
say no.
That's a good call.
Okay.
I work
you guys,
better when I'm drunk.
you guys take your
Asher
take your
can't
drinks.
aim when he's drunk, so he's like, "Ugh, I
That's-
should."
It becomes a
That's
bit of a
fair.
problem.
That's very fair, as it turns out. So you approach the next door and open it, revealing another short set of stairs leading up to another door,
Pete,
all going upwards.
second verse.
Same as the first. I'm Henry
Okay,
VIII, I
you
have-
continue up those stairs to another landing and another doorway. When you open this doorway, you reveal another set of stairs, this time curving upward into the darkness.
Upward is good. There's a limited amount of upward.
Before you hit the sky.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out.
Continue.
Okay, you guys
I'll be back
continue
here.
up these stairs.
I mean, you can go ahead if you want, Asher.
No, I like being back here.
All right. Come on, Miko.
Yeah, Mako.
No.
Mako follows once you've called the coast is clear. And I'll switch over to this view for a second. So, you continue up the flight of stairs, about 20 feet up, up and around, until you come across another, what looks like collapsed hall. The stairs seem to continue upward, but they're currently covered in rubble.
How
So
covered are covered? Same as the ones going downstairs, or worse, or better?
Perhaps a little bit better. It might take less time to dig through these, but it'd take at least maybe a good hour. You're not sure exactly how deep it is, or if it would cause another collapse or what have you, without using any other interesting stuff.
I was going to
just looking
ask
at
if
this
Dwarven-
is,
I can't imagine Dwarven lore would cover things like how stable something appears to be.
Stone cutting usually doesn't it?
It did, but I
think
actually
he traded stone cutting
I
out.
traded stone cutting out for
Uh-oh.
Dwarven lore. That's why I'm asking.
What a fool! What a fool!
I'm kind of okay with it. Or crafting. Crafting might apply
He
in this
lacks
case.
the critical information. Sure, crafting. I'll let you do crafting.
All right.
Just trying to
Crafting,
determine the
architecture.
stability.
But that's a natural one. So total 6.
It definitely looks safe to you.
All right. Well, we could clear this out and go up these stairs, see where they lead, or we could just leave the way we came in.
At this point, we've basically cleared everything that's accessible. Right? There's no more
I
areas. we
don't
can
believe
reach.
there were any. Asher, based on the map, did it seem like there was any place we missed?
No, based on my map, unless there's a secret door somewhere, I think we got everything.
That's true. I wasn't looking for secret doors.
What time of the day is it?
My
After
bad.
we've done a lot of
It's-
fighting today.
It's hard to tell.
It's a good
even
map.
at your nice map.
And then there's
We could
Yeah.
we could try to clear it out today. If we're feeling tired, we could always go back to town, rest, and come back with shovels and pickaxes.
I mean, why don't we
You've
see if
been
we can
here-
clear it
you've
out?
been down here maybe a few hours at most.
Okay. Then
If we were
Yes.
tired, it'd be from battle fatigue more than just like
Right.
a waiting on.
Yeah.
Why don't we take some time and clear it out and see what happens?
Sure.
Don't think it's going to collapse on us, so should be fine.
Carefully work at it.
Okay. Since it's a little bit of a too many cook situation, Ameko will kind of stay near the back and play some nice light music for you.
Greshy will give Phelan the broken wand of healing, and tell Phelan to go play with the Mako.
Okay. So, Mako and Phelan play fetch while you guys spend some time clearing out the rubble. It takes about, let's call it, let's use a d4. Yeah, it takes 2 hours to fully clear, but eventually you find, you have to clear through about like 30 feet of rubble. Are you guys using any particular abilities to do this, or any tools or
I'd be
anything?
using either crafting to try and make sure that we're, as best as possible, not causing an actual collapse of anything. But I don't think I've got anything else
You guys
besides.
don't have any tools, right? So
I have
actually,
It would just
I
be
have a wooden pole, or we can use extra ranseurs as wedges if there's any rocks we can wedge out. But that's about it.
so I'd
I've
allow
got a
you to do
stick.
this if you use the 2 ranseurs enough to break them.
Say what?
If you used the 2 spare
to break them,
ranseurs that you picked
it
up,
would-
if you used them enough to break them, otherwise you
do
guys,
what? Otherwise
you would
it's 2
actually be able
hours?
to get through. No.
Oh,
it's-
so we need to break the round swords effectively to break through.
yes, because you don't have any. Sorry, I was thinking that you guys had tools, or some kind of spell or something you were going to use. But if you're just you using your hands, this would take like some days to do.
I have a hammer.
Right. That's why I was thinking of coming back with tools.
I mean, do we care
But-
about the round swords?
Not all that much, no.
I don't.
I could try to fix them as well once we get back, and I pick up
I'd
the
use-
proper tools.
I'd use my wooden pole before. Are the shafts on these things are made of wood?
On the ranciers, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then
they're like reinforced
Probably
wood,
would-
but
probably we'd get the same effect from a 10-foot pole then, right?
You wanna break your
10-foot
pole,
pole
it's-
doesn't have like good picking capability to actually like unwedge rocks.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's do it.
Okay, so the 2 in the front are using the ranciers to sort of pick through the rubble, and by the time that you guys are done with this 2 hours of digging, the 2 ranciers are pretty
Busted
thoroughly
up.
broken. Yeah,
Discard them.
banged up and busted. But the tunnel ahead is now open, and you can continue upward if you wish.
Yay.
Let's stop for a quick medicine check since we passed a lot of time there.
Give me a survival
And we're both
check. Anybody
injured.
who has survival?
We all have survival, don't we?
Yeah, I think
We
so.
are team survival.
So literally anybody.
I could give Phelan survival too. He's got survival.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, Phelan to do as well.
I have a 17.
19, 18, 17.
Yeah.
Okay,
Team
the
survival.
3 of you, as you're clearing out this rubble with the rancers, start to get the feel of fresh air from above. It certainly seems like it's going to open up to the surface.
Oh, excellent. All right. Well, we'll just have to find out where it puts us.
Mm-hmm.
Plus side is, it doesn't seem like we found any obvious entrances besides the one in the tunnels for
Yeah.
anybody to be hiding out in.
And
So,
if we're still inside like city limits when we pop out here, then
oh yeah, we might be coming out.
Well, what if we're in the light?
could be.
Oh, in the old light?
Hmm.
Oi, that's possible. That could be fun.
I mean, I don't feel like we've traveled more than a block or 2 from the glassworks based on distances traveled. But
I don't know. It's hard to tell when we're underground.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see where this puts us. Let's keep digging out.
let's make our way up out in the tunnel.
Okay, you guys
Upstairs.
proceed onward up the sort of caved-in tunnel now that you've fully cleared it out. And eventually, you dig through a few more layers of crumbled-in or collapsed rock and rubble, and eventually find yourselves emerging in an alley at the surface of Sandpoint.
Oh, so we're just packing Sunpoint.
Yes, you look around for a moment, and it's still daytime. It's maybe, I guess you guys left in the early morning, so it's probably maybe 1 or 2 p.m. by now. And you hear the sounds of bustling town work. You guys you're in a hole in the middle of this alley. You can tell that you're in between some buildings on Tower Street and Junkers Way.
Oh. I actually have the map pulled up here, so now I'm looking at it. All right.
I don't know if that map has the full...
There is a
you're
map
looking in the book.
in the player's guide.
In the player's guide, yeah. Okay.
Yes. There's a map in the player's guide. I just was like, oh, well, if we're here, where are we at? We're actually not that far from the old light, but still a decent ways. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get out of this hole.
Yeah.
Let's get back to town.
Since we're here, let's go get some lunch and maybe a couple of
we've got
shovels and pickaxes and
on the way back to, I guess, back to the inn.
So Gunn climbs out of the hole and reaches down and helps Greshy out, and then you both reach down and help Asher out, and then you reach down and help Ameko and Phelan out.
all three of us.
Now you're all standing in this alley with this just gaping hole in the ground.
Should probably let somebody know that it's here and make sure that nobody falls in or goes in.
Yep, that's definitely one
They're just
job
gonna have to
we
guard everything at some point, aren't they? Because we're gonna have to have a guard here and then a guard at the glassworks. Well,
Yeah, maybe
they might be able to resign that one.
Yeah, maybe I'll go see if I can find a guard. Maybe we can get some boards or something put over this, and maybe have someone
Just hope nobody notices the giant hole in the middle of the alley.
or something. I'm sure they'll know what to do. Meet you guys back at the inn.
Sure,
Sure.
sounds good.
It's been fun adventuring with you all today. It was
it's a pleasure.
certainly an interesting experience. I haven't had
Feels,
one like that in a while. It's been a few years.
The question is, do we want to go down to the further sealed part tomorrow, or do we want to go on a different... Because we could kind of take it for granted that more creatures aren't going to come up through that collapsed part.
I think we should probably deal with the goblins first, because exactly what you're saying.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
If we've eliminated source of the spawn, which seems to be that closet, and we've eliminated everything that we found in there, I think we'll be okay, and they'll still be guarding it just in case.
Guarding it. We may even tell the priests about the altars, and they can get to the work of
Dismantling them.
dismantling those things.
What about the
We should
Runewell
tell-
thing? Should we leave that?
We should tell
Like that.
Brodert about the well also.
Oh, we should definitely tell them about the well to see if there's some way they can
But
destroy it.
I suggest we tell Brodert about it, but we also tell the guards not to let him in without us.
Oh, you want to tell Brodert? I was going to say we should just tell Father Xantus. Have them take care of it. I mean, I know that Brodert would like to go and look and blah blah blah, but I don't trust putting the old man down there right now, and
Well, he
I'd
wants-
much rather have it disabled than explored. It's dangerous.
Did we draw a picture of it we can show him?
I think I took some rubbing. Did I take a rubbing?
You
Maybe
did
a
take a rubbing of the
Of
star.
the star.
Oh, of the star.
Yeah.
Well, I
Is
can
that
give
what
that to him.
You could. I mean, it's something, and I suppose if once we've dealt with the goblin problem, we could take him on a tour, if that's what he'd like. But I'd rather not have him go down there on his own.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
I'd rather have it taken care of. Even if we take him on a tour, I'd rather have it taken care of before we bring him down there.
Okay.
Chat
so
says
no
it's
reason to-
dangerous. Let's send the temple folk down there.
It's not dangerous anymore.
I mean,
Some
it's-
deaths later.
it shouldn't be dangerous, but I wouldn't be sending the temple folk alone. I'd be expecting them to send some guards as well. But in the meantime, we can take care of the
Point is taken.
goblin problem. I don't take any pints. I refuse.
Okay, well, Mako is gonna go see if she can find some guards to take a look at this hole and see what they can do about it. The rest of
Smart.
you head over to the inn to get some relaxation and a bit of lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Asher, you
Alright.
look in thought. Asher?
What?
Oh, I said you look like you were in thought. I didn't know if you.
Oh no, I was just thinking. I was thinking.
You look like you're
I
in
thought.
Turns out, yes, that's exactly what was going on.
I'm like, huh. I was thinking of giving the my rubbing to the.
To Broderick?
guy.
Sure. Could be. We could swing by there. We've got some time this afternoon, unless we want to head out right away to deal with these goblins.
Yeah, I want to know what it is.
Yeah, we can tell him what we found without telling him where it is. So
And I
he doesn't
have
go
the
looking.
little arm I can show him. He loves seeing things I bring to him.
So far, yes.
Yeah,
You did like the
He
one
will-
thing you brought to show him, but
I'm sure
Loved
he'll be
it.
thrilled about that.
So actually, do you check on the little arm?
Oh, do I need to check on the little arm?
No, but you're just thinking about it. You
Oh yeah. What's
like you
it?
talk about it and you pull it out to swing it around a bit.
yeah, you
Oh.
you open up your bag to look for the little arm, but it is disintegrated into fine dust.
The little arm disintegrated. It's arm dust.
Yeah,
Your arm
it's
was
just-
not-
it's just
now you just have
ground
dust.
up bone dust.
Well, that's probably because it's been taken out of the preserving spell that Ameko said was down there.
Bone dust is a good, useful crafting material.
How does the water look?
The water still looks gross and
Cool.
sparkly with malice.
With
You could show 'em that.
malice?
Yeah,
Do I know it's malice? I'm like, ooh, it's malicious water.
it feels malicious, especially in the sunlight now. It looks pretty malicious.
Ooh, my malicious water.
It's sparkling with dark
Maybe he'll
energies.
like
Gross
the
water.
I'm gonna show him the water.
That sounds good.
So who?
Broderick, I
Broderick?
think.
Robert.
Or
You
the
decide
priests
to-
might be more interested in that than
I
show
can
them
too.
show him my map.
You could just show everybody the
the map
gross
looks
water.
like a unicorn baby from a distance.
Okay, so you guys decide to head over to Broderick before. Mako's not going to be at the inn for a bit anyway to prepare lunch, so you have time to go talk to Broderick and talk to the church people as well.
Aye.
Maybe
But-
that's what we should call this dungeon.
What are you going to call this dungeon?
I said the map kind of looks like a baby unicorn, not a
Oh.
unicorn baby. See, it's kind of like, well, okay,
It's
when you
the
hold it up,
unicorn.
it's not so much.
I was gonna say I'm not.
Where is it?
The far right part had been cut off, so I was thinking, yeah. Anyway,
Wait,
it doesn't.
that part?
Yeah, like more
I
like
still
that.
don't see it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh
I
wait,
get
I
it.
see it.
Do
I
you?
see it. The legs.
Oh, is that?
Only legs, arms, and it's got a head with a little
Yeah.
horn sticking out of it.
Oh, okay.
When you- yeah.
Kind of.
It's a fetal.
Anyway, if you're listening to this, Charlotte's
It's quite drawn.
It's just a map.
it's just a map.
Good
Anyway, so you guys are gonna go head over to Broderick and maybe the church, but we shall take care of that next time. For this is the end of the session, my friends.
Hey, and we got out of the dungeon today.
You know what would make this much easier of a campaign if we had a camera to take photos of things.
If
Oh, you
in
just mean in the
Pathfinder
game.
they had invented cameras.
Yeah, like, ooh, look at these runes. Just take a picture.
It's one of those fun quirks about Starfinder is that you do have cameras.
It's ridiculous because I always forget
Yes.
because I'm so used to Pathfinder and that sort of thing that I'm like, oh wait, I can just take a picture of everything. I don't
But-
need to draw it.
Enough
Okay.
about that. This has been another episode of Third Action, episode 9. I'm pretty sure I said that. We are on every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/thirdaction. Or you can watch us on YouTube, podcasty things like Spotify and iTunes and whatever. I don't know. I usually put those out the day after, so usually on Wednesdays. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Hopefully, see you guys next week.
What is that?
It's a stupid voice clip they use this in a different game. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Good night, everybody. Say good night, everybody.
Good
Take care.
night.
Good night. GG's.
See y'all later.
Farewell.